right. I've just gone live too, by the way.
Lovely. Okay.
Cheers.
So, before we begin, are we all live?
Now recording.
Well, thank you, Kiri. Before we begin, I've mentioned this to one or two people. I just wanted to double check that we're mentioning this on stream as well. The DM is currently in the process of preparing a rather large and important move up north. So, because of the amount of time it takes to, set up the game, run it, and everything, especially since I'm not exactly running a pre-prepared module, this is everything that is happening is something that I've created myself. It takes a good chunk of my time to set up Voarcel and run it. So, because of that, I've already spoken to Creature about this, and I believe one or two others in private. I'm basically thinking that we're going to be running this game all the way through January, no problem. However, probably after January, depending on how things go with my prep for the move, we might have to put it on hiatus for a couple of months.
It's completely understandable.
Yeah. I will say this though, it's like I have plans for you lot. The game will not be ending in a month. It will be on hiatus, and we will return, and I will get my time tormenting each and every one of you, and it will be delightful.
It's a hiatus, not a hiatus.
Exactly right. So, with that having been said, let me just send one final note, and then we are ready to begin. Last time, yes, you guys found yourselves. Let's actually just scooch over to the relevant map. Boom. This time, you guys found yourselves in the... Where are you?
Yeah, just about to say that.
Oh, I actually deleted you. I deleted you all. Okay, bear with me a second.
Well, I think he's given us a hint on how this match is going to turn out.
Yes. Let me just get Specky up. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't want you to be afraid, but... Yeah. Luckily, you've all got secondary characters, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so let's just... Boop. So, last time, you were warned about the plans of the Renville Riders. They have been smuggling a incendiary device, some kind of IED, a bomb, into the goblin-held town of Grimscar. And since at least one or two of you are from this place, you made the efforts to try and not let it explode. You wandered into the location where it was kept. You, for a time, maybe 5 seconds, were able to stealth your way through before just being, fuck it, and splitting the party and starting 2 consecutive combats on multiple floors. So, thank you for that. That was an experience. However, you did very, very well, all things considered. The party actually managed to clear out a good chunk of the riders on both floors. However, you did not only make enough noise to alert some of them and give them time to leave and warn their leader, who was hiding out in the basement, but you also all took a short rest. And we now head over to the cellar.
Oh, that music.
Yeah. Let me actually turn that down a bit. But yeah, I think that this is an appropriate track to play. You came down the stairs, you saw a slight crack in the door, and you could just about make out torchlight coming through the crack in the door. You heard a gnomish, well, not a gnomish, you heard a female voice, shall we say, mention something about it's nearly ready. And then I would like everybody to roll initiative, please.
Thank you.
Bear with me 1 second, because my connection's going crazy again.
Not a problem, not a problem, not a problem. Again, we are currently missing Lizzie, so we might have a jump in at some point. Let's see.
I forgot to select Jurnis there, so that's 14.
Add a turn for you. Add a turn for you. We'll add a turn for you.
Can I have a turn?
I guess so.
Yay.
Have you not selected your token?
Yeah, I forgot to select my token.
Oh, there we go. Okay, 1 second. Let me... so yeah, this is just going to take a moment because I have to roll their initiative separately. So did everyone have a good holiday? You're all rested,
really.
you all enjoyed yourself, you're all nice and relaxed, all ready to die.
Ready to fucking kill something, let's go.
Been ready since I was born.
Ooh, how metal, I like it.
Mm.
Okay. And... what were you again? Ah, yes, I remember what you are.
All I will say is, if I die, Skullface dies, you are not going to like the backup character I just thought of before.
Oh, no.
I will say this, it is canon that no matter how Skullface dies, we just fade to black for a moment and we just hear dun, 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 dun.
Gotta do that.
Copyright strikes.
Everyone is going to die. We're all gonna die in a variety of different ways.
I mean,
Thank you,
at the
Bill
moment
Bailey.
it looks like it's all the same way, but, you know,
Oh yeah.
given the proximity. Okay. So... oh, hi, Pappy. How you doing? No, those are cables. You're only going to get a shock if you chew them there. No, chew on the power cable. There you go. I kid, of course, I kid. We love this puppy so much.
No, Nova. Oh, hi, T.
Oh, man.
Why are you on my keyboard? That's
Okay,
not for
that's a
that's not for
five.
kittens.
Oh, you're
Combat is
still...
spawned for cats.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Was I not giving you enough affection? You had to come and plunk in my arms.
And of course, I've spent 3 weeks or so doing all like the battle strategies or the different maps and everything, depending on what direction this goes in. But one thing I didn't do ahead of time, roll their initiative.
Always something.
Yeah. Ah, there we go. That one's hidden. Okay.
Hi, kitten.
Can't wait to accidentally stumble upon that one thing that is going to undo all your plans.
Yes. I'm very curious to see how you guys screw me over. I can't wait.
Anyone remember what that mark on Graz was?
The what now?
Hunter's mark, I think.
Yeah. Didn't she have like a hunter's mark active?
Yeah, that would have faded now by the long rest.
Oh, wait, no, I think... Let me just check my notes a moment. I do declare that
Sorry, ignore
might
that.
be... No. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, that's fine. Also, unfortunately, she's not here to cash in on it, but Courtesy has a D12 for her double nat 20s in the last game. If only you guys had that. So, I would say, again, as we mentioned in our Curse of Strahd game on Sunday, that as you guys are about to open the door, if any of the squishier people want to be away from the door and the hardier people want to be up to the front, I will allow it. That's the only bit of mercy you're gonna get.
We are a party of squishies.
You really are, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I'll probably say Skullface is one of the less squishies.
We need to get Ludo
Oh,
done
he's
in
in the
this
safe
bitch.
front.
Yeah. Well, if anything happens to a Jurnis that puts her out of action for a while, yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is everyone okay with where they are?
Yep.
Oh, it can be.
Okay.
So it was about putting fighters at the front.
Right, so
Hang on, I forgot to roll initiative for...
I thought you had. I rolled a.
Not
I
for,
saw a 14 from
not
you.
for Graz.
Oh, thank you. There we go. Oh, yes, Graz needs a turn. I'm sorry. Well, technically, Graz is the 19, Jurnis is the 14. Are you alright with that? Or was it? Oh, yeah, because you were using different things. Okay, so
Hang
let me
on.
change that to 14.
At 3rd level, you master the art of ambush. You give yourself a bonus to your initiative rolls equal to your wisdom modifier. So Graz is technically 20, but doesn't matter because she's top of the round anyway, so...
Oh,
well.
well, I've just changed. Bear with me a moment because I've just changed it. So you were the Jurnis was the 19, Graz was the 14. So what's her bonus?
1.
Oh, so she's going to be a 15. Okay, no problem. So I mean, it's still going to be murder buddies back to back.
Yeah. Alright.
All right. Shall we begin? First of all, as the door opens, surprise round. Because they were waiting for you.
That's
And
not nice.
yeah, that is going to be... let's see. As the door slowly pushes open, a whole barrage of shots are fired in your direction. Let's see. Towards Skullface, I'm assuming a 12 does not hit you.
Nope, 12 does not.
Ang, does a 19 hit you?
It does. Is that a ranged projectile?
Yes, it is.
A second.
Yeah,
I'm going
'cause
to
you're a monk.
use deflect missiles.
Okay then. Yeah, so that's 1d10 plus your dex modifier plus your monk level. So yeah, roll that for me, please.
3 and 3 plus 1, 10.
So that's a 7 plus 3. 7,
13.
8, 9, 10 plus... Okay, that's to reduce the damage of it. Yeah, it was 6 piercing, so you just catch it. So I believe you can spend a key point to throw it back.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw
Okay.
it right back at him.
Okay then. The one who fired at you was this guy here.
Right.
Okay, so give me a ray. You make this attack with proficiency and treat the missile as a monk weapon. So yeah, give me a roll with your proficiency and all that other good stuff.
D20.
Yes, plus whatever your proficiency is. I think it counts as
2. So 18.
yeah, 16. Yeah, that hits. So does he basically? Yeah, so he takes his own 6 piercing damage. That was okay. Next up is going to be this guy. However, you see like a small hand crossbow come around the corner. However, because you're slightly out of range, that's going to be with disadvantage. So yeah, basically this bolt impacts in the wall behind you. Next up, these guys are going to step forward. And let's see. You're going to get 2 pokes. Ang, does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay, yeah, basically this guy up here shoves the door aside and comes at you with this large glaive, but you're able to duck out of the way, no problem. Skullface. Oh, yep. I'm assuming a 23 hits?
Yeah, 23 hits.
Yeah, he rolled a 1 on his damage dice though, so you just take 4 slashing damage, I'm afraid.
4 slashing, okay.
Yeah. And lastly, down in the hole, you just hear a voice saying, "Right, oh, well, I'm out." And let's see, 5, 10, 15, oops.
So there's a 15-foot drop into the hole.
20, 25. Yeah, I would say she finishes her normal movement there, but she is dashing, so 5, 10, 15, 25. Yeah, she's only got 25 feet of movement because she's a gnome. And I would say, at that point, we are going to go over to you guys. And, well, you're too far away to hear any kind of rhythmic sound. So, Jurnis, your turn.
Oh dear. So they both have glaives.
Yes, these two on either side. They're pretty similar in stature and gear to the dudes you fought upstairs.
All right. Let's try this then.
Miss Springslinger, if necessary, can you put out torches in this room?
That's actually a fair point.
Yeah. Kiri's not here.
Kiri is not with us?
Where'd Kiri go?
Hmm.
Oh god, it's doing that server error again. Oh well. We'll have to trust in the recording.
Oh yeah, bear with me a moment as well. I mean, I'd give Miss Courtesy a turn. I actually don't have a character sheet because it's on roll 20. So,
If it's on roll 20, can you not open it?
No, I'm saying it's not on roll 20. She's got it on D&D Beyond.
And she didn't share it with you?
No, didn't send me the link.
Alright. Okay, so gnomes can't see in the dark, so that's a fair point. Let me quickly read over prestidigitation.
Sure.
Yeah, with prestidigitation I could put out all the lamps in the room. Like all the open torches.
Okay. Okay. Is there like an area of effect for it, or yeah, you know what? Sure.
Let me see.
That's a creative use.
Whoops,
All
that
the
is
torches
not
just
the
say-
option I wanted.
Oh, there we go. Boop. Boop. I thought all the torches were baked into the map. Boop. Boop. So that
Technically,
section...
I have a range of 30 feet.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. We'll just say those have been...
But thaumaturgy and bonus
So you
action?
wouldn't be able to do that one there, no?
No.
No, okay, that's fine.
Dark Orc. Darkness, no parents, which I mean booze for Jurnis. The only problem is, if they're dwarves, they're still going to attack us. And I have no real bonus action here. But what I will do is move. Yeah. Just so I can get that look right.
naked. See, having torches near explosives is not a good idea.
Yeah, true. Hello, can I help you?
Are we getting ready for the Pink Panther theme?
Maybe.
Good.
Let me check them real quick. Wait, I identified the runes that were on that armor. And they were a bonus action.
Yes, you did.
Where's it? Heroism. Okay. And how many runes did you say were left?
Let me just bring up the notes on that item. 1 second.
Oh, there are 4 runes remaining. Okay,
there you go. Yeah,
then.
you have 4 charges.
You know what? Sure. I am going to pat Skullface on the way past and use my bonus action to give him heroism. So I'm just going to copy this and post it. A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting modifier, which is modifier.
I think for you would be charisma.
+3.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the start of each of its turns, when the spell ends, the target loses any remaining temporary hit points. At higher levels, yeah, okay, that's fine. So that's +3 for you. You still have the +5 temporary hit points I gave you earlier on.
Yeah, so I've now got 8 temporary hit points.
Yeah, and at the start of every round you gain 3.
Jeez.
Would you like to go out?
So that means I should have. Once I just need to readjust me points. Hang on.
I'm trying to turn you into the tank.
Goblin tank. Yes.
Place for Pink Panther.
Do-do. 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 I rather liked the first movie before they even called it the Pink Panther.
Inspector Clouseau something.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a while
Staring
since
at
I
the
watched
window,
that one.
deciding whether or not she wants to go out. I think she's realised it's fucking freezing outside.
Yeah. No joke. It's like an English spring here at the moment.
Oh, you got like 40s down there?
Yeah. It's Tennessee. What do you expect? You know.
Got upper.
Alright, I'm closing the window.
Mid-30s up here.
Yeah. Yeah. Our move is going to be an interesting thing because it's way colder than what England usually is. So I'm like.
But yeah, that's my turn for Jurnis.
Okay, that's your turn.
Next
Click.
up is grass.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Incidentally. No, that's nothing. Carry on.
Oh no. If grass stands here, can she see either of these dudes?
Let's just see. I think I would say because of the door and everything, they have partial cover. So I would say disadvantage. They're in a good position, I'm afraid.
All right. Okay. Graz is gonna look at this guy, and she's gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Actually, wait a minute. Let me check something real quick.
Yes.
Yeah, she's gonna cast Hunter's Mark on that guy.
This dude here. Okay,
Yeah.
not a problem. And we will say that he is there we go. He is marked.
Okay. And then that's a bonus action, so she is going to attack with her. Oh, pew pew.
A 20 is going with disadvantage.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just do a normal roll again.
Mm-hmm. 8. That still hits. Well done. That's just going to be. Let's see. So that's. I would say the first one. So that's going to be 6 damage to him. Good job.
And
With
she needs
Hunter's
to
Mark,
add
does that
her-
do an extra d6?
Yeah, an extra d6, so I'm rolling that now. Boop.
Sure. That's an extra 2.
Oh,
okay.
never mind.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah. You did a little bit of damage to him. Is there anything else that Graz wants to do?
No, she's gonna stay there, so she can see them.
Okay then. Bear with me one moment as we go down the turn order.
I have also updated the armor to take away the cast.
Mm-hmm. Move that down there. Oh dear. Next up, it's going to be their turn. So, this guy, a little bit hurt. Let's see, 5... yeah, he's going to do something stupid. He's actually going to move forward, and he's going to... Let's see... He's actually going to try and go over Skullface's head and whack the other goblin behind him with his glaive. Because glaive, 15 foot. Oh, is it? No, not 15, 10 foot range. So yeah, does a 13 hit miss Graz?
No.
Okay. He misses.
Good.
And he's going to be smart, and he's going to try and head back there, taking, I believe, an opportunity attack from Ang. Oh, wait, question.
Yes.
I apologize. No, he wouldn't, because he's still in 5 feet. Ang, your reaction was spent catching the ranged weapon, is that correct? Let's just double check that. Your deflect missiles, you may use your reaction. Your reaction has been spent, yeah, so he's fine.
Yep, but Skullface is there.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, because it's still technically in 15 feet, it doesn't count as going out of his range. So 5 feet. I keep saying 15 for some reason. Okay, this one, he's going to step forward, and he is going to try and... Let's see. I think he's going to try and poke the kitty.
Don't poke the kitty.
Wow.
He does not need poked right now.
Well, shit. How does a nat 20 with a 25 sound?
Just roll damage.
That, yeah, I have. That is, you take 11 slashing damage.
Remember, you still have your +5 temporary hit points.
Oh, do? Okay. So... Alright. I have to do math here.
I know, it sucks, doesn't it?
32...
Please don't fall down, kitty.
1. Alright.
Okay, I apologize about that, my friend. Then action surge. Nah, I'm not that cruel. He's gonna like take.
I will reach through this microphone and punch you. Like
I
Ghost
mean-
Dad.
Oh, what a reference! That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he's just going to duck back to this corner here. And yes, Skullface will get an attack of opportunity for that one in a second, but he's just going to get around the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of them! And that's going to be his turn. Just as he takes his turn, Skullface, you do get an attack of opportunity against him if you wish to take it.
Skullface gets his machete ready and takes a swing.
Sure. Oh, wow, that's a hit right there. Roll me some damage.
Oh yeah.
It's 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you kneecapped him a little bit. He felt that.
Right, Skullface noticed the ladder here, no one coming up it.
Mhm.
So step forward 1, look at this guy below him, and take another slice.
Okay. Yeah, 21 hits.
He's gonna do 9 slashing damage.
Damn. Okay.
And I can't remember the. And with he's going to use. I'm going to use a bonus action
Uh-huh.
to use Nimble Escape.
Okay.
Disengage.
Aha.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he's making his way towards the ladder.
Oh, clever boy. Yes. Okay. I will permit this. Is there anything else you want to do?
He's going to climb down the ladder.
What's your movement?
Oh, he's not got any more movement, has he? Damn.
Yeah.
No.
I apologise about that.
All he can do, really.
Well done. I see where we're going with this. Okay, let me just boop that there.
I assume he
And-
can see into the pit now and see the comically large bit of dynamite.
Yes.
Let me put it to you this way: the bomb doesn't actually look like that, but again,
I
just didn't-
assumed, but still
I-
it's funny.
I think it's a reasonable representation. Okay. It's Miss Curtis's turn. I
Before
don't have a.
Just say he does before as he goes. He just goes, get the rest of those lights out.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, technically they're dwarves. They can see in the dark. Okay.
It's not. I could say having naked flames with his explosives is a bad idea.
Okay, that's fine.
So this means Fluffinutter's out the window then.
I apologise. You cut out there. This means what's out the window?
Fluffinutter's out the window then.
Fluffernutter. Yeah.
No fluffernutter.
Yeah. Again, without risk, I'm gonna say that for the sake of argument, she's run to get help.
Well, she's got those guys waiting outside, hasn't she? So
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. She's actually going to run and get some help. Yes. So that's going to be her turn. And if I were a cruel person, which I
That's
am,
the second time she's run away from a fight.
that means that happens. Boop. Gloth! It's your turn. Do we have a creature
Gloth?
of the night?
Yeah. Gloth?
Hello?
Guess the order of use the name by the name.
Mhm.
Gloth has the problem that he hasn't really seen anything that's going on there because he's way in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What you've seen so far is from where you are, you can just see. You saw a little bit of light before Jurnis put it out. The moment the door opened, a bunch of arrows shot through, and what you've definitely seen are these two large burly dwarves with really big sticks with blades at the end have been, taking turns trying to keep the party in this small corridor.
I think Gloth is going to clamber up on top of Jurnis' head again.
Uh-huh.
Because at this point, this is his comfort zone.
Yeah.
And I think I should just be able to get the guy down here with a bow shot. Maybe?
Yes. I would say with disadvantage because he's actively trying to press himself up against the wall. Yeah. So with a 15, that is just gonna miss, I'm afraid.
Understandable.
Yeah,
Hey,
just
can you
one
throw
away.
that back?
Just looks at you like, fuck you.
That's alright.
Anything else you want to do, Gloth? I was going to say, quick question about Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark doesn't do anything to the armor class of an enemy for other people, does it? It's not like a hex. Okay, no problem. So many classes. So is that your turn, Gloth?
Yep.
Okay, so we do this, and I do this. Right. Next up is Ang. What you gonna do, Kung Fu Kitty?
So, as long as I'm within 5 feet of the enemy, they don't get attack of opportunity.
Correct. They are using glaives, and they are reach weapons. But as far as I'm aware, and the way I'm ruling it, even though this guy can technically hit you, you're not technically engaged with him. So you can move away from him, and he's not going to get attack of opportunity. This guy will, though, because you're right up in his grill.
Yeah. So, Aang's going to run around, basically.
So
This way.
that's, yes, that's 5.
5, 10, 15, 20,
If you're
25.
doing diagonally, I'd say 5, 10. So that's 15 feet.
And let's see. How am I gonna turn him in?
I don't know. How are you?
Give me a second. I don't know. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so going to make 1 unarmed strike there.
Okay. 12 is, I'm sorry to say, not going to hit.
And then I'm going to use my martial arts skill
Mm-hmm.
to take a bonus action and try and hit him again.
Okay, a 17 is going to hit. Give me some sweet damage. 7. Okay.
6.
6 plus 1. Oh, no, that's the crit. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
6. Okay.
I wish it was the crit.
You, you're an honest player. Well done. Okay, yeah.
Somebody flank him so I can get advantage, quick!
Yeah. Of course, if you do that, then of course you've got this guy down here, and there's going to be a fun little murder sandwich. So yeah, you basically are you trying to like stunning strike him or anything, or are you just using your basic melee?
I'll say I'm trying to stun him.
Okay. Did you again? Forgive me. You do have 2 attacks, yeah? Or was it a bonus action for the second attack?
According to the martial arts. You can use the attack action with an unarmed strike or monk weapon. On your turn, you can make 1 unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Ah, there we go. So technically you've already used your bonus action for the second attack. My apologies.
Yeah.
Okay. So next up is going to be... One moment. Let me just boopify this one. Boop. Okay. Next up is going to be this gnome. She's... What are you gonna do? Oh, yes, you are gonna do that, aren't you? Okay, shit. Okay, she's gonna look over her shoulder. She's gonna see Skullface dashing around towards this. She's gonna see these guys here, and yeah. Okay, she's gonna stop running for a second. Just call out in Dwarven. Nothing personal, guys. And she is going to take a shot. Okay. So.
I don't like that laughter.
Neither did I. This sounds like she's shooting a fucking shrapnel grenade or something.
Oh. or something like that.
Oh.
So,
That glee. The
She-
glee in his voice.
she, let's see, can we get this on the right there so people can see it? Okay. She is going to take a shot at this here, and I've unfortunately put it on the wrong layer, so give me a second so I can bring it. There we go. Can everybody see that radius?
Yep.
Okay.
Where?
The big orange glow that you're in?
I can't see a radius, no.
I
I can't
see
see
it.
it either.
Okay, it's just me then. Right, let me put it to you this way.
You have to
How
go
big?
on to the second tab and make it visible to all players.
Ah, okay. Well, don't worry, because it looks a bit ugly, so I'll just tell you. So this gnome woman just stops, turns on a heel, and with a hand crossbow takes a shot at this here. And you see, dotted around the location, there are several small satchels placed on some of the key columns. And as it impacts, there is an explosion. I would like Glorth, because you're just inside. Yeah, I would say Glorth, Jurnis, and Graz, you're just inside the range of it. So give me a dexterity saving throw with advantage. Jurnis is safe. Glorth is not. Graz is safe. Okay.
What lucky
Okay.
sevens?
Yeah. Ang, give me a dexterity saving throw, please. Yeah. Okay, you are safe. When I say safe, Skullface, dex
Yep.
save throw, please.
Okay. 1 second.
Oh dear.
Oh, for God's sake.
Okay, so, and these two charming fellows, they now need to make dex saving throws.
Fail. Fail.
That was a success, I'm afraid.
But wait, they don't get
That
advantage.
was a fail.
No, it's the first
No,
one.
no,
never
no,
mind.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a definite fail. And this guy here, doop. Dex save though. Okay, he actually survives. Okay. So then, now let me roll my 2d10 fire damage. Let's see. 2d10. Okay. Everybody who made the saving throw, you take 6 fire damage. Glorth and everyone who didn't, you're gonna take 12 fire damage.
I'm
So
taking
that's
3
no
fire
face.
damage because I am resistant to fire.
Yes, you are.
So, 12 damage, right?
Yeah, so it's going to be 12 damage for the people who failed their save. Okay,
So that
I
takes
will
out
say
Graz's
this just for
temporary hit
flavour.
points.
because of their proximity and everything, this guy gets thrown against the side of the wall, and he is looking really badly hurt. This guy sort of like looked to where she was going, and he got it full in the face. This guy here looks wrecked. But yeah, she's going to use the rest of her movement and be like, sorry about that. 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, you're just gonna help. Yeah, you're
20,
just gonna help with fucking genocide, aren't you?
25. And that's going to be her turn. Okay. And I will say, because I am kind and merciful, one moment. Put that on the token layer. Put this on the token layer. Put this on the token layer. Put this on the token layer. Oh, and put this on the token layer. And let's get rid of that one because that has been exploded.
I don't
Bunch of
know
happy
what's
little
going
pyros, huh?
on, I am scared.
Now you're scared. Next up is going to be this guy. He is looking really badly hurt, and you know what? Just for the fun of it, just because. No. He's literally going to this guy here. He's literally going to turn around, yell, "Traitor!" 5, 10. Oh, he doesn't quite have the shot there. 15, 20, 25. He's actually going to go up next to Skullface, glare at you for a second, and then he's going to take a shot at her. Nat 1 though, so it just embeds in the wall there.
Really, dude?
Yeah, you rolled a nat 1 on that. That's low severity. Well, that's going to be his turn. And let me move that down there. Next up! Oh, wait, no, we've got one more. This guy, he's just going to yell at him, "Focus on these idiots!" And I would say, Skullface, you are in his path. He's going to... Oh, I just realised I didn't add somebody's turn. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. He is going to... Yeah, that's an 8, so that misses. And this guy...
Which guy?
This guy down here. We're going to do 5, 10. He's actually going to try and take a shot at Skullface as well. Does a 16 hit you? Mr. Wexford! Seffy? Seffy, can you hear me?
So, Dish, let's repeat that. Just DC'd.
Oh, it's all good, my friend. Does a 16 hit?
Yeah, 16 hits.
You get shot with 5 piercing damage.
Right.
Actually, I apologise because no, you're just in his range. Yeah. Any further, he would have done it with disadvantage. Sorry.
No.
There you go. But yeah, that's his turn. And let's move that down there. Next up, Miss Springsinger.
Alrighty then. So I can see these guys are getting slightly messed up.
Oh gosh, yeah. That
Okay.
explosion screwed them over as much as it did you guys.
Now I do have an important question. When
Yes.
Glorth failed his dex save, did he fall off or is he still on my shoulders?
That's... I would say it was kind of like a less horrific version of that scene from Terminator 2, where Sarah Connor's holding onto the fence. Sorry. So he held onto your horns, but he is very badly burned.
Very badly
Crispy
burned.
gnome.
I'm going to go out here.
So I'll just for the fun of it, yeah, we'll move Glorth there too. Okay.
So this guy's fucked up. This guy's looking bad.
Yeah.
Alright, then I am going to use my rapier
Uh-huh.
with
Advantage.
Thank God for
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah. Would you like to describe how you eviscerate this fucker?
Alright. Well, just while he's facing Aang just sees the tip of my sword just kind of go through his neck. Aha!
Hmm.
Aha!
Very tasty. He's like,
And then I'm going to
anything
move
else you want to do?
over here and
Okay.
use my bonus for 2-weapon fighting
Ooh.
and attack with this.
Okay. A 12. I'm sorry to say, does not hit.
Oh well.
He's looking. Basically, this dwarf. He's now leaning up against the wall. He's just bless you. He looks really surprised, staggered, hurt. But it's just like almost on reflex. He just like parries it, and it's just oh shit. Yeah, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, well done though. Well done. So let me just move this down to there. Okay. Next up is going to be Graz. What would Grazneath like to do today?
Graz shall... Well, first off, Nicola the player will move to the right screen and try and move her on the right screen.
That seems reasonable.
She'll move over here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Glorth needs to move.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And she is going to take a shot at the guy distracted by her buddy.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say that's going to be a definite hit right there.
18, yeah.
So... How does Grass want to do this? Murder machines! Murder systems.
She is just going to go for the little chink in the chest plate just below the neck.
Okay. And he's dead.
And bonus action, she's going to move her hunter's mark to this guy.
Okay, yes. Okay, we can do that. Let me just sketch that there. Right. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep. That is actually, Graz is going to... So she moved 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, she's gonna move here for some base cover.
Okay. So, for the sake of you guys, what you saw from that explosion, it looks to be... Let me actually turn snapping off there. There we go. In regards to these bombs, it looks like about a 20-foot radius. So, it looks like at the moment, the only person who would be in the radius of, say, this one would be Jurnis and Glorth. Oh yeah, just information for you guys to be aware of. Next up, those two are dead, so let's remove them from the turn order. Next up is going to be Skullface.
Skullface, first off, he shouts, "Take the gnome alive!" And this guy, this is just for flavour.
Yeah.
He's used Nimble Escape.
Okay.
Elbow this guy in the stomach.
Okay.
Grab the sides of a ladder. Slide down.
Yeah.
And use the rest of his movement to get to the bomb. And he's going to investigate the bomb.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
You also tell us who's what that corpse is like, I wonder.
He said he was looking at the bomb first.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
That's his turn, I'm afraid. With a 5, the only thing that I would say that you're going to get from this is you see... Let's put you on the map there. And, yeah, let's put you on the map there too. You see a little token right here. Okay. Next up is going to be.
I was going to say just for flavor, can he get out his Tinker's tools?
Yes, I will allow that. I'll allow that. That's fine. It's not going to be an action to pick something up, an action to put it down, or anything like that. No. I mean, you are rushing this through, but I'm saying with your 5 investigation, that's as far as you're going to get. So, is that your turn?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay, then. Next up
I'll be back in a second. 1 second.
is going to be Groth.
With glasses, there's always the element of what is the dumbest thing I could do right now.
Yes.
then again. Yeah, I think what Gloth would like to do is try to clamber up the pillar he's next to.
Okay.
Just,
give me... Yeah, what is it he's trying to do?
Just as high up as he can in his turn.
Okay. Basically, though, the way these pillars are designed, they're holding up the ceiling of this basement.
Mhm.
So there isn't something to get on top of per se, but you could basically get up to the ceiling. Give me an athletics check, please.
Absolutely.
13. Yeah, you're able to get up there without too much issue. Is there anything else you wanted to do for your turn?
Then he would like to use a short bow from up there, because it seems way safer up there.
Okay. And who are you going for?
Oh, the closest guy.
This guy
Probably
here?
not a success anyway. Yeah.
Oh, okay then. So a 6, I'm afraid, will not hit.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, apologies about that. Anything else for your turn?
No, I think that's it for now.
Okay then, so next up, Boop. Ang, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay.
I know, right?
Well, what to do?
You were busy fighting a dude, you were about ready to get the kill shot, and then you saw the Jurnis's rapier just poke out through his mouth and...
Just pretend it like stopped an inch from my face.
Yeah. Basically, it's like shunk, shunk.
Okay. So I take it that bar is going to be like the explosion radius of this thing or whatever.
I would say, like, oh yeah, because of your vision. Let me just move you down a second so you can see better. You can't see this because this is just to give the viewers at home and Skullface an idea of what he's looking at. But that is
it's a
basically
timer. It's a timer.
Yeah, that's a timer. So you, the character, do not know this.
Skullface, you better disarm that bomb and fast. So
That is.
let's see. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna move
Okay.
there.
Yes.
And to sorry, give me a second.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Going to make an unarmed strike on him, and that's an at, so I'm gonna roll.
Nice. Yes.
And then I don't know, should I turn him into paste or just knock him out?
I mean, he got caught in the explosion, and with a as you're trying to figure out whether or not you need to do something else, you basically do you kind of do a roundhouse kick with him against his head against the pillar, and he's just. You just see this like red streak as his head just slides down.
Well, I meant to keep him alive, but oh well.
Oh, I will say this. Was this supposed to be non-lethal damage?
I mean, that's what I was aiming for. That's what I was aiming for, but
Okay, I will say that he is knocked out then.
alright, well, that's one we can get reward for. Skullface, how's it going down there?
Not brilliant. Get the gnome.
Is
Okay.
that your turn?
Well,
Any bonus
I
actions or
have...
anything?
Could I... Where'd the gnome go?
She is. I would say she's over here.
I did... 5. Could I dash as a bonus action?
Oh, can you as a monk?
I believe so.
Oh,
It's a key point
actually,
feature.
I can. Actually, I.
Oh, heck yes. Then yeah, go for it.
So I'm gonna use up my remaining movement. That's
Mhm.
right there.
And that's Ang's theme song playing as he does it.
But
Really? I thought it was the Hong Kong
Step-
Fooey theme.
Yeah, actually,
turn
yeah,
off
the
the
Hong
sound
Kong
on
food is more on brand.
Do I turn off
I'm
the
gonna step
sound on
over this guy.
Thank
Okay.
you, darling.
So 25, 30, 35, 40,
Mhm.
and then I can move an additional 40.
Okay.
So
Monks,
5,
holy shit.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, you are basically on top of her.
I was.
She is still legging it, but she kind of like looks over, shows it. Ah! Anything else? Okay then.
That's all I can do. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn.
I was
Click.
watching a video earlier on where a fella theorized that the furthest a tabaxi monk could move in a single turn was 1,500 feet.
Holy shit!
Lightning kitty.
Max or 18th level monk, so you get all the monk movement abilities. You get the feline agility, then you give them boots of haste, and then you cast haste on them.
Does
Oh my
the sound they make sound like meow?
Actually, it's more meow.
No, it's. You want to see me run to that mountain and back? You want to see me do it again?
Oh my gosh.
Remind me later, and I'll try and link that too, because it'll be fun.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Yeah, she is. She looks like she's trying to leg it, but she takes a look at Ang, and she. Okay. She's basically going to lash out. She's got this cudgel in her hand, and she's gonna take 2 attacks.
Oh no, she's
Is
going
a-
for your kneecaps.
Yeah, basically, she is
So
gonna.
first-
She
first
is
one
trying to
needs-
cripple the kitty.
First one meets it.
Okay, so that's going to be 1d6 plus 2. Okay. For some reason, I didn't get the macro set up for this one. So that's going to be 4 bludgeoning damage,
Nice. That's it.
and
Doesn't it beat it? Beats it?
yeah. I was going to say, is your AC 14?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're going to take 4 bludgeoning damage from the first attack. Second attack is going to be a 12. Does 12? Yeah. The second one fail. She just sort of like growls at you, a little panicked, and she's going to do 5, 10, 15. Actually, let me just do that again because it's around a column. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's a movement. And you do get an attack of opportunity as she's running away.
Okay.
If you want to use your reaction, it's your choice.
Yep. I'm going to try and punch her in the head.
Okay. A 16 is definitely going to hit. Give me some damage.
Damage.
5
bludgeoning.
Okay. You basically give a swipe at the back of her head as she's running away, and she just like hisses at you. Bit of a weird role reversal there, but yeah. Okay then. Do you not have any kind of sentinel ability, or here's the thing: are you able to use bonus actions on a reaction?
Bonus actions on a reaction? What kind of bonus action?
I'm just saying, if he were to do a stunning strike.
A stunning strike happens on a successful attack, however, you do need a bonus action to prepare that, so I don't think that'll work on... actually, link me the text of it.
Yeah, let's, where be that? 5e monks. We're all learning together.
5e stunning strike, let's see.
Okay.
Stunning strike at 5th level.
Question: did we level up at some point, or?
Wait, stunning strike is a 5th level thing.
Oh, okay, so that's not even a thing yet. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
sorry,
sorry.
because I'm so familiar with a rather famous monk on a certain web show that I watch a lot of. So.
I'm gonna have to say that is a no Beauregard. No Beauregard.
I
bow.
see what you did there. Okay. Okay then, that's going to be her turn, and for any ranged characters, just to let you know, she's currently in the radius of this.
She's raised a what?
So,
Ah,
let me just
The bomb.
I see that.
move that down. So, these guys, okay. The one dude who was going to try and take her out has been dealt with. So, I think, let's see, who are they going to go for? Yeah, they're kind of split at the moment. I would say he's knocked out. He's kind of looking at the stuff that's going on here, yeah. He's probably going to go after the kitty. So first of all, that's going to be a 22 to hit you, Ang.
Sigh.
That's a 7 piercing damage.
Kitty doesn't look good. Alright,
Uh-oh.
hang on. Was that in range?
Yes. You've used your reaction to...
Right.
I'm so sorry.
Yep, that's a reaction. Kitty's
Okay.
hurt. Kitty's hurt
Okay.
bad.
Oh dear, oh dear.
What, how
this
much was
guy-
that? 7?
7 piercing. This guy's going to step forward. Technically, yes, 5. Actually, no. He's going to do 5, 10. Yeah, he's going to take a shot at this one. So that's going to be a... yeah, that's going to hit, and Jurnis, Glorth, and this guy, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Jurnis, Glorth, and that guy.
Yeah. Jurnis is fine. Glorth is fine. This guy
This guy.
is fucked.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So,
Unbelievable.
2d10. I would like... Oh, wow. Let's see. So... Okay, I would like Jurnis and Glorth to take 6 fire damage. Jurnis, of course, gets to reduce it further. This guy... Yeah. This guy, on the other hand, is pretty much baked alive and just thrown across here by the force of the explosion and is dead. See this guy looking very embarrassed.
Oh dear.
Crispy dwarf.
Glorth
Sorry.
with speed.
Oh dear.
Wait. How high was he?
Oh, he was. Oh, let me just step back. Yeah,
That's a
no,
good
he would
point.
have been in the radius. He would have been in if you. Oh, okay. Where was your roll? No, wait, 20. Yes. No, but because you did meet it.
No. He is unconscious. We're not arguing that.
Yeah.
I'm asking, how far does he fall?
He falls. I would say I'm going to be kind and just do an extra 1d6 bludgeoning.
Can
You just take
Jurnis
what
use her reaction to try and catch him?
you may. Give me a dex. I mean, technically, yes. Give me a dex.
Just straight dex? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Goroth takes 1 point of bludgeoning.
Oh, this is why no one does look after
You
children.
kind of stumble, and it's like his head sort of. He doesn't fall on the floor, but his head does clunk on the side of the pillar as you stumble to grab him.
So that's a death saving throw failure then.
You don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
you
good to
hide
know.
them.
Yes. So,
Somebody come and heal Kitty, quick.
moving on. 1 second. So that's going to be their turn, which means click.
Didn't I give you a
Jurnis!
healing potion last session, or did you use it?
Who not?
Sorry, Ang.
Yes, I think you did.
Damn. Alright.
It's been so long.
Alright then. So. Oh
Anxious
dear.
to have a healing potion.
If no one tells my bank's head, no one needs to know. Gloth. Come on, wiki wiki. Come on. Are you alright? Yeah, alright then. Okay. Whilst carrying him, it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20. How does it look down there?
Again, not brilliant.
Can I use my bonus action to roll perception to see who these two are?
Yes, please do.
Perception.
A 10. Okay. From what you can see down here, again, you got rid of a couple of the torches, so it's a little bit dark. But with your dark vision and everything, I'm assuming you have dark vision, tiefling.
I do,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. From where you're standing, you have to kind of crane your neck to look around the columns, but this looks to be the body of a young dwarven male. This one appears to be the body of what looks to be like a gnome.
Really?
Wearing what looks to be vestments, similar to the ones that you saw in the outreach in Renville. Is that your turn?
Do I recognize the order, or can I not get enough detail from where I am?
I would say, given Jurnis's relationship with this particular order,
Yeah. That's
yeah.
the gnome.
Next.
Okay. These people are
Oh.
gonna die. Okay. So Graz is going to move
You gave them time.
here. Are
Okay.
you saying they executed her because we were waiting upstairs? Fuck off.
In all seriousness, no. She's like, technically in the book as written, she was dead from the beginning, but, yeah.
Graz get line of
Now
sight
that would be
on them.
too mean. That would be too mean.
You are mean. Alright. So, let me see here. So, trying to get Graz.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yes.
So she can lean out over there in that pillar and
Yes.
shoot that dynamite.
Which one are we looking at?
This one.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
I did.
Yeah. Oh, shitty. Okay. Okay. That's going to be a dex saving throw from this young lady right here. Well, she's not young. She's actually. Okay.
And out. Night night.
Not quite. There's another explosion as this Ang, you just feel like the warm air, blast against your fur. Fortunately, you're sheltered from most of it with this, column being here. However, she is not prone. She is not unconscious. She did not appreciate that, but you kind of have stopped her in her tracks for a second.
Bonus action Hunter's Mark
Okay, on her?
on the gnome, yeah. It'll give.
Yeah.
It means if she does Scarper, Graz will have advantage trying to track her down.
Very good. Very, very good. Okay. Is that Graz's turn?
Yeah, that's Graz.
Okay. And, of course, bear with me a moment. Click. Skull face!
Right. I'm not going to get anything else from another investigation check, am I?
I would say I'm not going to be an asshole. I'm going to because this is ticking down quite fast, I will let you have an investigation check as a free action, but what you do with that investigation is going to be your action.
Right, I didn't catch any of that, Dennis. You kept cutting out.
You can give me another investigation check as a free action.
Okay.
However,
Oh, for God's sake.
You are stressed out. This is there is so many numbers and it's the wires, and you have never seen something like this big before, and you realize, given the scale of it and everything, this isn't going to destroy the building you're in. This is going to destroy most of the block.
Right. Skullface gets his Tinker's tools and starts trying to find where the detonator is.
Okay then. In that case, give me for this, give me a D20 roll with proficiency and your Tinker's tools. Yeah, with proficiency for your Tinker's tools.
Okay, which attribute? Dexterity?
Yes, I'd say dexterity with the proficiency for your Tinker's tools.
Right. 21.
Oh, okay. That's not bad, actually.
He's just doing a Jedi thing, isn't he?
You hear something click inside, and for a moment, it looks like the counter hasn't stopped, but it does seem to have slowed. Now it's going to only move up one every round instead of every turn. Next up is going to be Glorth. Oh, is there anything else you want to know? That was your turn.
Nothing else I can do. So I'm just going to call up to Glorth. Glorth, can you get your magic hand down here, please?
Never a good sound.
Cloth just gurgles and sizzles a little bit.
Don't be so melodramatic, I healed you.
Did I? How many?
Yeah.
How many hit points?
Yeah,
Yeah, you got 6 hit points.
I
You're
gave you
fine.
6 hit points.
Somehow I missed that, but good to know. Okay, Cloth is obviously going to jump down, clamber down.
You want to jump or do you want to slide?
Well, slide.
Okay, I will allow that.
Then jump down from Jurnis' head.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, can get there. What can I do? Probably.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh,
15. Okay, 15. Yeah, this is custom made. This you're not too sure what school of design this is from, but you're able to see that there are several different chambers that contain the actual explosive. And at the moment, all Skullface has been able to do is slow the timer down. But if you're able to actually remove the firing pin, which should just be beyond reach of you normally, you might be able to basically let the timer run out and the entire thing will just carry on without any problems. So, would you like to... Let's see... I would say I would allow you to give me a dexterity with any tools that you have with disadvantage because it's so far away to try and defuse it.
So Gloth has Tinker's tools. That seems
Does
to be the
he?
right thing for this. Yes.
Yeah. There we go. Just making sure. So it's a D20 plus whatever your proficiency is. So it's a dexterity plus your proficiency, sorry.
Okay, proficiency is +2, so dexterity. Dexterity. So
Glory.
7.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Plus, as I said, it was with disadvantage, so
Is there no way Skullface could assist?
I'm very sorry you didn't announce it beforehand.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm sorry about that.
100. Ah!
We're all going to die.
The counter starts up again.
Eps.
So, next up, Ang. Bear with me a moment.
Just a second. Before my turn ends, Gloth goes,
Would you like to pull the pin out? I don't think I can reach the pin, but if you pull the pin out, it's going to stop.
Well, Skullface now knows where the pin is, so...
just so we have that established.
Yeah, so yes, I will say Skullface knows exactly where to go now. Ang, it is your turn. You are feeling a little bit poked, a little bit frustrated. Your quarry ran off in that direction. That dude... Was it that dude who shot you? No. This dude shot you, but he's dead. So, what you gonna do? I see.
I saw.
Sorry, I had my mouth up.
Not a problem, my friend, not a problem.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, and going to attempt a unarmed strike to knock her out.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to hit. So it's going to be 7 bludgeoning damage. So how exactly are you trying to knock her out? Is this just basically you're doing non-lethal damage? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. She looks pretty badly staggered, but she's still holding on.
And going to use martial arts again and make a second unarmed strike.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, she is... Technically, she's still prone. So she's just slowly getting up, but you basically just like pretty much like boom, punch her back, punch her twice in the back of her head, and she's knocked back prone again. She is still moving, but she is looking rough. I would say at that point you start hearing noise coming down this corridor, and it sounds like fighting.
I'm really hoping that's courtesy and her backup.
Next up, also, let me just slide that down. Yes.
Actually, never mind. I already have my bonus action. Never mind.
Okay, no problem. Let me just slide this down because unfortunately, without that one, the bomb's back up again. She is going to use half her movement to get up. She's going to... Basically, she's just going to look at you guys and just say, "We've not got time for this, get out of my way!" And... let's see...
But help us defuse this fucking thing.
Yeah, because she would... Yeah. Let's wisdom check to see if she's smart enough.
She is high school graduate.
Yeah. Okay. I would say... just pull the switch! And that's her turn. Okay. Next up is going to be neither of them because they're... Oh wait, no, yeah, there is one that's still up. This guy, again, is just like, "Oh, you little traitor!" And he's, let's see, is he going to take a shot at her? I think he's going to take a shot at her. That's going to be a miss. Yeah, he can't do much else. He's just going to start backing away into this corner, and he's going to try and hunker down in position, and he's going to try and line up another shot with one of you guys. That's going to be his turn. And boop. So, Jurnis, what would you like to do?
Okay. So Aang's pretty much got her cornered.
Yep.
The only guy left that I know of is this guy.
Yep.
Glorth and Skullface are poking with that.
Yep.
That guy's unconscious.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna reach him.
I would say as well, I don't know about Jurnis, but Graz might be able to do something.
I was literally thinking, do I have a dagger I could throw at that, and would it do enough damage to trigger it? Like, I legit don't
I would
know
say
what would
this
cause
as
this to
well. She yelled out something about a switch. She was not very clear.
Is there a switch on the bomb that I can see?
From where you are? I
Yeah.
would say investigation with disadvantage.
Alright.
Not from where you can see, no.
Alright. Shit. Okay. In that case... No, that's That's not gonna do anything. There's not much I can do here.
If only you could have given some inspiration to your teammates. Oh well. Next up.
Damn it! Yeah, I can. I have one more bardic inspiration. Who wants it?
Who is up next? It's your call whether it's Skullface or Growth.
I'm gonna give it to Skullface.
Okay.
And
I'm being
You know
so
what?
kind to you right now.
you really are. You really are.
Mm.
You know what, just for shits and giggles. So that's a bonus action. Gonna like look at this guy. You're hiding behind a pillar there, you little coward.
Just 3. Okay. You just see one finger come round the corner.
Did he make his wisdom save?
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, he didn't, did he? I keep forgetting. What did he have to? Yeah, he didn't make it. So yeah, that's just 3 damage. You just see like a finger come round the corner. Fuck you! Oh, fuck you! Okay then.
Okay.
Just so you know, if we fuck this up and explode it, you're going to die too.
Worth it. Take out you scum.
Remind me to shove Hazel into his face. I'll get back up there.
Scum, I'll have you know I tongue bath myself nightly.
Kinky. Grass.
Graz is going to pop out from behind this pillar. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And it's like, nah, Red, this is how it's done. And she's gonna shoot the dynamite.
No, like this, Red. Yes. Okay. Dexterity saving throw with your police. Okay. So that was a nat 1.
Oh no.
So
Roll for Crispy Dwarf.
I would say just for the fun of it, he's actually going to take double damage from that. Okay.
Yeah, shrapnel wounds from
Okay.
being beside the pillar.
Yeah. Okay, so for flavor, he basically takes double damage from that. He gets knocked back and slammed against the wall, leaving him a little more exposed. He is currently, I would say, prone. And yeah, he's looking really, really badly hurt. Also, and this, I would say, this corpse here is just like flung 5 feet in this direction by the impact.
Oh god, the smell of burning dwarf. It's like
Yeah,
wet dog
it's a
and
little-
burning hair.
It's the little
They call me
things in
scum.
life, isn't it? Graz just has the most malicious grin on her face. Ooh.
Skullface just takes a deep breath and reaches for the firing pin.
Okay. Give me another shot with your Tinker's tools, this time with advantage.
And you can add a
19.
d6 to that if you want.
Yeah, roll a d6.
Okay.
So that's 21.
Okay. The DC was 20.
Yes!
The ticking stops. As you both Glorth and Skullface just sort of like take a moment to take in the breath of fresh air. You start to notice, now that the ticking noise has stopped, you can hear something else. There's a wheezing, raspy sound from next to you. As you turn, you look down, and you can see the body of the gnome priest, who you assume you were sent to retrieve. There is a short sword basically jammed straight through her, pinning the body to the floor. Strangely enough, the body is still tied up and gagged, face down at the moment. But as you investigate, you see it, you realize it's trying to move.
Oh, for
Kill it with fire.
Like,
Are we out of combat, or are we still in combat?
I would say you're now out of combat. Oh, well, I actually clicked up, but I would say just at this point, while that's happening, Ang, this dwarf, this gnomish woman, she's basically just like, she's like panicking now. She's trying to say, like, no, there's just there's a switch at the bottom. You just flick the switches. Oh God, we're gonna die. And as that's happening, you hear louder and louder the sounds of conflict coming from down here, as forcing his way back out is another one of the riders, and facing off against him, longsword in hand, is a familiar sight to you. It is the Veril, Warden Reap. And let's just, for the fun of it, let's just roll that. And yeah, basically he cuts this dwarf down. Longsword, which is very surprising considering his stature. And he just shoves him to the side and charges forward. Where's the bomb?
Would Aang have seen the bomb as he ran past?
Technically, the way you were running, you were following after the... No, you saw the pit. I think you went around the pit, so you would have potentially glanced inside, unless you were laser focused on dealing with her.
Okay, so then I'd probably say, probably not.
Okay.
it's alright, it's down here.
So,
Did you shout out about the gnome? Did you shout out that the gnome was breathing, trying to move or something?
No, I was. Is it? Oh God, not a. Yeah, basically as I said. We've got something down here going on.
At this point, Glot kind of bursts down twice and goes,
Hi, I'm Glad. Who are you?
Wait, she's alive. Scramble down the ladder.
Not alive, I don't think.
okay, so, Jurnis, basically, as I described, you come down the ladder, you head over, and now that you're fully around the column, you can see, again, short sword jammed straight through her, but she is bound and tied, and as you look, you realise the bindings are wrapped around the sword, so she was bound after she was stabbed.
Huh.
Skullface, she basically reaches for her side and then kind of tries to flip her over.
Yeah, give me a strength check, because again, yeah, go on.
Let's say while this is going on, Aang is pulling out his rope and starting to tie up the gnome.
Okay, yeah. Reap has basically got his long sword pointed right at her throat, fresh with the blood of one of her comrades, and she's just like, filth. She's not resisting.
You keep still. Gonna fetch us a pretty penny, you are.
Oh, you got no fucking idea.
And then he's gonna start making his way over to the pit.
Okay. Yeah, Reap's going to just basically poke her, and they're going to follow. Has it been disarmed?
Yeah, the bomb's been disarmed, but I think we got a little undead problem down here.
What? An undead? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, I'm afraid your friend didn't make it.
He... So, Reap comes up to the side of the hole, looks down, and he sees the bound body of Dorrit. You just see him drop the long sword. He looks absolutely devastated. Then he notices the movement, and he's just going to dash down. So are you guys doing anything while this is going on?
Well, I was doing a medicine
Skullface-
check, but
Skullface moves into position, so he's going to move his position so he's not facing the bomb, so there's no chance of it being hit, and he pulls out one of his guns ready.
Right.
Because if he needs to, he's going to double tap.
Uh-huh. Is anybody else doing anything?
Isn't that Zombieland rule number 2? Always double tap?
Yeah. Skullface is... It's his rodeo, is it?
you're just gonna go and have a look at this person.
Okay.
Cloth. Sorry. You first.
Okay. So, Jurnis, you head over here, and again, this body only just seems bound by the hands. As you investigate, I'm assuming you were doing a medicine check for this one?
I was doing a medicine check on Dort, but it's obvious that she's probably undead by this point.
Yeah. Okay. I would say that, yeah. You look over the body, and this seems to be a young dwarven male. Fairly, thin beard, thick sideburns. Sandy coloured hair and everything. He's wearing a basic, not so much rags, but, pretty basic commoner clothes.
No discerning marks. It's not a description we've been given before, no?
Not a description that you've been given. Give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence. Because Jurnis is smirt.
Yeah. I would say... He is. I would say with a 15, you remember from the journal that, Dorrit's journal, that she was chatting to one of the members of Father Skutgar's congregation, a young man by the name of Byrne, and he was the one who tipped her off to the riders potentially having something to do with Skutgar, and he's the reason that she got involved in the first place. You would assume this might be him. I would say as well, just for flavour, Graz is currently at the top of the pit. She's looking down at the situation, and she has a bow trained on Dorrit with an expression. Well, Jurnis isn't looking at her, so we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah. Reap is just going to charge over. He's going to, push Skullface out of the way. He's like, "Oh, help her up!" And he's going to start trying to untie her. Are you guys doing anything to stop this?
Don't untie her. She's undead. She could turn on us.
We don't know that.
Let us say
Perhaps
I'm
it's
sorry, I'm
better
not
to
gonna do
discern
anything.
that before we unbind her. I don't mean to be heartless, my friend, but that is the reality of the situation.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm gonna roll it as well because
Oh, Gloth, we'll get to that in a second. 23.
Glorith, leave it alone.
Okay. He just like looks frustrated for a moment, and then he just reaches down and he removes the oh my gosh,
Gag.
Dennis, what is the gag? There we go. You know, he removes the gag from Dorrit's mouth. Yeah. Switch underneath the machine. Oh, Reap. Would you mind? I've got a bit of a back problem.
Skullface
just-
puts the gun away and checks the switch.
Yeah, as you look underneath the switch, you see very clearly a basic on-off switch.
Oh, you have. He has literally just shouts at himself. Are you fucking kidding me?
I told you there was a switch!
Quiet,
It's a
you!
And yeah, at that, Aang kind of just elbows her.
Just roll me a d4 for the fun of it.
Okay. 1d4.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't meaning to, like, kind of a shut up.
Yeah. No problem. Ouch! Asshole. But yeah, and that Reap just looks to you with a frustrated sigh. And now can I untie her?
Yes, of course, one. We just had to make sure.
Don't worry about it. I completely understand. So, after a moment or two, Reap is able to untie the various bonds, and with a very uncomfortable grimace, he pulls the short sword out and throws it to the side, helping this lady up. Where are my character sheets? Here we go. Where did you go, Dorrit? I know that I did a character sheet for you, you lady. I know that I did one.
Maybe search?
Yeah, no, I didn't upload it for whatever reason. Okay, basically, she looks a little worse for wear. Not just like the gaping wound in her chest there as she stands up, but you basically see this gnomish woman, slightly grey hair, dishevelled in what used to be a bun, wearing the vestments of Ilmata. And there's a slight milkiness to the eyes, a dryness to the skin. But other than that, you would have to... You know, she could pass for alive. She doesn't seem to have been dead long. Where's Burn?
There's just points to behind the pillar.
Yeah, she staggers over there to see him. She just falls to her knees and mutters a little prayer.
Skullface removes his hat.
I feel a little responsible. I told him not to get involved with this, but he wouldn't listen. I was following him, trying to convince him otherwise, but we were ambushed, dragged here. She looks up and sees you, Jurnis. Where are my manners? I am, well, I suppose I was, Sister Dart, the faith of Ilmata, and, you might be?
Oh, Jurnis Springsinger. Reap asked us to try and find you.
I mean, you did, and I thank you for that. Unfortunately,
Jurnis looks like genuinely distraught at the minute.
yeah. There's nothing you could do. They brought us here about, I think, 2 or 3 days ago. I've lost track of time. We weren't the only ones they killed. It was over, I think it was a day or 2 ago that they they first tried to kill me. Killed Byrne first and made me watch. Then they killed me. I don't know how long it was, but apparently I got up. I managed to take one of them out before they put me back down again. After the third time, they kind of got the hint and pinned me there, working around me. Incidentally, while this is going on, Reap just looks fairly distraught. He's just kind of like, sat slumped against the bomb for a moment. I was going to say, Skullface, who were you actually glaring at in regards to this?
The gnome who set the bomb. He's just like
Okay.
giving such a look of, you actually put a fucking on-off switch on this? No trap, no extra detonators, nothing. Literally a simple on-off switch.
She just looks at you like you're an idiot. Well, of course we put an on-off switch on. Why wouldn't we? I mean, what if we need to turn it off?
It's a fucking bomb. No booby traps, nothing to stop people trying to disarm it.
Fucking goblins. Well, of course not. I mean, we're in the middle. Who would find it?
Oh my god.
We did.
Yes, exactly.
Well, that's why I put it on a short timer.
Not short enough, apparently.
There's nothing. It's bomb making 101. You never make it as simple as on, off.
Oh, he didn't make it.
No, he actually takes his grenade out of pocket. But I know how to make a bomb. And he literally just he basically grabs the face like he's trying to pull the mouth open. And he looks like he's genuinely going to put the grenade straight into her mouth at this point.
Give me an intimidation check, please.
This is where it goes wrong.
It's not bad.
She basically, yeah. After having spent a minute or two dealing with this, first of all, this seems, from your experience, this is a pretty rough and ready gnome. She looks to be, I'd suppose in human terms, in around her, late 40s, early 50s. Well-weathered face, vicious eyes. And she basically just... Yeah, if you're trying to shove it in her mouth, she'll just like bite down at it and spit it back out at you. Now try that again with your fists, son. She bares her teeth at you.
Oh. Got something better. He literally just pulls out haze and just puts a barrel straight into her mouth.
Yeah. Again, she bites down on the barrel and is just glaring right in your eyes. There is no fear there, only hatred. So, Gloth,
I was going to say, Skullface nods to Ang to just punch the back of her head to knock her out.
Which he does gladly. Just
okay, I would say for flavor,
another D4.
give me a D4. Yeah, okay. With that, you not only knock her out, because she was... Yeah, because she was basically gripping onto the barrel with her teeth, I would say you broke at least one of her teeth there doing that. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's out.
Those can be replaced.
Well,
Yeah. But
looks
yeah,
like you make your first big solo climb. She's
While
about
you're
where she
securing
claimed
the
to be.
prisoners, any chance you could tie up the other one?
Okay, I'll go do it. You look after her, Rook.
I got her.
so...
Skullface, you work on this one first.
Okay, no problem. But yeah, while we're having all these wonderful, heartfelt moments, Gloth, sweetie, as you are tinkering around with a gigantic explosive device,
Don't blow us up. Don't blow us up.
please give me a dexterity check with your tinker's tools.
Leave.
Oh dear.
Lorith, I will haunt you in the afterlife.
Oh my
if
God.
You messed this up.
Does +2.
That's
Okay.
not a net 1, so
Um.
so bad.
Okay. I would say as you're trying to work. Yeah. Okay. Just because. So what was Gloth exactly trying to do? He was just trying to tinker it, take it apart to see how it worked.
Yeah, he was taking apart to see how it worked and to see if he finds any good parts.
I'm afraid you don't really find any parts. A lot of this seems to... It is sectional. It looks like it's been brought together in different... it's been, assembled here over time. There's no way it could have fit through the door. But with the 5, I would say that you actually stumble and you fall into the inner workings.
Blech.
And you're going to take... I would say 1d4 piercing damage from the various exposed bits of metal in there. It does... Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
apologize. Yeah, that is lucky. Repatrius sort of leaps up panicked, and he's actually going to try and help you out. No, you really don't want to be in there. Oh my God, get out, get him out.
Jurnis is going to assist.
Yeah, okay. I would say over the space of a minute or so, both Reap and Jurnis are able to Reap is actually scrambled up on top of the bomb, and he's trying to pull Gloth out and hand him down to Jurnis. Yeah, can nobody please touch the giant incendiary device?
Oh, you don't have to be upset. I think they use way too much saltpeter in there because, I can taste it.
Okay, please, nobody touch the incendiary device. All right. And he's actually going to try and hop off and head over to Dorrit.
It's not even good at exploding, I'm telling you.
Yeah, we don't want it to. I love this character. Okay.
Come on,
So-
Gloth, let's get out of this pit. What do you say?
Jurnis.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
As you are heading up the stairs, you see Graz has been moving her way around to get a clear shot at Dorrit.
Graz.
Doesn't respond. She just she's still got a bead right on Dorrit.
She's just gonna go behind the goblin, just put a hand on her shoulder.
Oh. Would you please give me a wisdom saving throw from Graz?
Graz? Oh no.
It's an undead. Remember how you two met?
Oh yeah.
Can you please give me a basic longbow shot with disadvantage? Because you spooked her. 16. Okay. Yeah, that's actually unfortunately. Okay. So, as you put a hand on Graz's shoulder, she sort of yelps in terror, lets loose a shot, and a bolt, embeds itself in Dorrit's shoulder. Ouch! And that's going to be 7 damage. And she just looks up with surprise at the goblin up there. Reap leaps for his sword and just steps in front of her, wondering what the hell's going on. Who did that? Is that you? He's just pointing his long sword right at Graz, who is looking a bit panicked. She drops the longbow. It's like, look, sorry, finger slipped. Finger slipped.
Let's just see where Graz is from. The undead aren't as what would you say, intelligent?
Reap is just glaring daggers at Graz, and the long sword is pointed right at her. Rat at her, because he's a rat. Oh my gosh. He just glares at her. You can leave your weapon there, and you can back off.
In the meantime, have you got an extra rope?
I believe I have a rope. Let me check my inventory.
Yeah, because Skullface just motions over in this direction. Because Rook's got one. Well, there's tied up, but he needs a, shall we say, special outfit for going out to the keep.
I do not have a rope. I must have used it.
Okay. He looks to Graz.
Neither does Graz. However, we could probably use the rope that Dorrit was tied up with.
That's true. Skullface just runs down and climbs down the ladder, goes to get the rope, goes, "Pardon me, sister," and then just goes back up with the rope to tie this guy up.
No problem. I've no real use for it.
Thank you.
There's no need for that, Warden. As I said, and I'm sure you are aware of, there are a number of undead who are not as friendly as your companion. You can understand that my friend has reservations, but she's sorry, isn't she? And she's gonna look over her shoulder to Graz.
Give me a persuasion check. Sorry, my finger slipped. Won't happen again. She looks very, very uncomfortable.
Look at it this way, Warden. I was the one, well, me and Glorp were the ones who defused that bomb. I'm surprised the stress got to all of us.
Sorry, what were you trying to get across there, Skullface?
Basically saying, me and Glorf, the stress for us was gone because we were trying to defuse the bomb, but everyone else, hair trigger.
Okay.
Right, Sister Dorian.
Well, aside from a slight chest pain, a bit of shoulder pain, and being a walking corpse, I've honestly had worse days, my dear. She basically moves Reap to the side a little as she steps forward, and just walking over the body of Burn there. Oh my gosh! And she just gives you a thin smile. Thank you for your concern. Everything is fine. No harm done. She pulls out the arrow, which is still in there, and she looks like she's about to put her hand over the wound when she's like, does anybody need healing?
The rook could do with some.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, allow me. And basically, she is going to head up here. And for some reason, she's bigger than Gloth. That's weird because she's supposed to be the same as. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
there we go.
fine. Cloth is small even for a gnome.
Yeah. There we go. She's going to head over to Ang, and she is going to bring up the capture sheet. Okay, she's going to use Cure Wounds at... How badly injured is Ang? I see.
He has 5 health.
Okay, she's going to use Cure Wounds at 3rd level. Let's see. So that basically means...
Glorif, where are you going?
3rd level.
Sorry, just I thought maybe that little one has better parts.
1d8.
Leave the bombs alone.
3d8 plus 5. Okay then, so that is going to be 14, 15, 16, 17. You get 19 points of health back.
Okay. Math time.
My pleasure. Anybody else? You see as... Oh yeah, no, she's out cold. You see as she comes around, she notices this woman here. Her face just darkens and she steps forward and just looks down at her. This is the one who did it. Killed Burn, then tried to kill me multiple times. I believe...
Wow, she must be really bad at it.
Even if you are undead, she ended your
Yes.
life. Isn't that still technically murder?
In this city, yes.
Well then, we'll have someone to face some justice.
I know.
Skullface kind of nudges Ang in the ribs. Goes, oh, and a murderer as well. You are going to be a rich boy today, aren't you?
Oh, it's better than that. I don't... I apologise, I missed... Yeah, there's 5 things going on at once, Jurnis.
That's
Please
fine.
bear with me one moment. Dorrit actually looks over to Skullface and the group, and she basically says, from what I've heard, this is his wife.
His... Oh, this is good.
Devin.
Devin.
Or as I've learned to call him, apparently his real name is Victor. Victor Grey. They were chatting while they thought I was dead the first time.
So, all we have to do is get her to confess. And we know who to go after. Margot is going to be pleased.
Her eyes narrow at that. You work for, Margot, do you?
Skullface kind of shows her his badge of office. You could say she, like my auntie, so to speak.
Well, for the record, I have nothing against your goblins or anything like that, but let me put it to you this way. I've been working in Renville for quite some time, and no disrespect, some of the riders do seem justified in some of their issues with some of the people in Grimscar. Not to this extent, she points over at the bomb.
Believe me, sister, my wife wanted nothing more than to get out of Grimscar and become a singing teacher. It didn't go very well for us.
Give me a basic persuasion. Yeah, with advantage, since you're telling the truth.
Telling the truth.
Yeah. she I'm sorry. She just sort of like, she still seems a little bit weird, and she just gives you a, okay, that's nice, nod. But yes, this creature, she points to her, is his wife. I think you have everything you need in order to get a conviction.
Indeed we do, sister. Thank you very much.
I would say the only issue is getting out of here in one piece.
Yes, no, I can certainly go for some help.
That does
Yeah,
not
that's-
sound good.
So,
Courtesy was
I apologise.
able to run up to Silver Shield.
So, here's the thing. Let me just get this sequence of events first of all. Just double checking what Jurnis was saying to Graz. Yeah, I would say Graz looks fairly shaken, concerned, and she is not taking her eyes off Dorrit. And in a low voice, she said, "I can't believe we're just talking to it. See what those things are?"
Jurnis is still a little conflicted about the free undead, so she's just gonna like set a hand on Graz's shoulder. It's like, don't worry, I'm here.
She holds on very tightly to your hand, and yeah, I would say that Graz is not going to take her eyes off Dorrit. She is also not going to go anywhere near her. Mechanically speaking, you can consider her frightened.
Like, legit, Jurnis is really unsure about this. The only reason she's not acting the same way Graz is because she's a cleric of a Malter.
I know.
You planned this.
Yes!
You planned this, I know you did.
Yes, exactly. There's something else that I planned, but unfortunately I have to put it on hold because, sadly, we are missing a member and all that, but it's all good. Okay, so eventually Reap is going to step up here, and he's going to come around here. Right, one thing that I didn't have time to explain. First of all, hello everybody. I was following you for a little while. I'd sent Miss Courtesy on ahead a little while back. She was dealing with one of our liaisons with one of the other cartels. And they led me to this secret passageway. I was able to fight my way down. There were actually a couple of them coming past me. I was able to. He gestures to his blood-covered longsword. Is that technically speaking, it's a short sword, but for him, it's a long sword. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be a ridiculous image. Very anime. Even on him, it looks pretty fucking big. And well, I was able to get my way to you all in one piece. I did not see anybody else, though. Where is... Do you know which one of them is the leader?
I would assume the one that's knocked out on the floor here.
This is the leader of the riders? He looks over, surprised.
No, but she's married to him.
Question
Him?
for the DM, real
Yes.
quick. Is this guy dead or alive?
He's tied up. He's alive and tied up.
Oh, he is,
The one
yeah,
down
he
in the
was
bottom
knocked...
left corner?
Let me just...
Yeah.
Oh, I have to confess, the DM forgot about him, because Graz... I would say the explosion knocked him out. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
I just noticed him out of the corner of my eye there.
You know what? You know what, guys? Thank you for reminding me.
Fuck.
So...
This is what you get when you remind the DM of stuff.
Well, yeah, but it's cheating not to.
Yeah, while this has been going on, what's everybody's passive perception?
Well,
Go
for
first.
Jurnis,
Is 14.
Hang is 11.
11 for Graz.
Does anyone have a passive perception above 18?
Nope.
No.
16 here.
This is fuck with 18.
What guy?
Fuck. Oh shit. I knew we were forgetting something.
Hey, what's that?
No, I tied him up. I checked him. I tied him.
Did you?
Is that why you asked for the extra rope?
Yeah.
I apologize. I actually didn't see what you were looking at. I thought you were looking at one of these. Because again, the DM was looking at 5 different things at once.
All right.
I apologize. That is on the DM. But yeah, that guy was knocked prone, but he was not knocked unconscious. He was badly injured from the blast, and during the course of this conversation, he's been playing possum, and there's only 2 ways out, so he was slinking his way out with an 18 stealth.
Ooh.
He's a professional.
Was he in heavy armor?
He was not in heavy armor. No, if he was in heavy armor, it would have been a 6, but no. Just for the fun of it, he was a NPC type. He was a spy. These aren't just bandits. So, yeah, he was a professional infiltrator and, yeah. But, yeah, so there's at least one of them out somewhere. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. But, yeah, so, sequence of events. Was there anything else that you guys were discussing before that?
Can Graz do a little perception check to see if she can determine which way he went out?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Just gonna say, Skullface got a good look at his face while examining him.
Yeah.
And
10.
so this.
Oh, this is interesting. Names, faces, and places. I'm gonna claim the role of bounty on. Interesting. Okay. That's something for later then. Awesome. Okay. Let's make some notes about that. But yeah, no, for the moment, unfortunately, Graz is very shaken up by the situation. Yeah, she has no clue. Well, I'm sorry, Red. Look, I don't know. Maybe he slinked off back up the stairs, or he's down there. It's either or. Sorry, I'm just not on my best right now. All right.
Yes, alright, I understand. Well then, I recommend whatever we're going to do, we better do it quickly, Because whoever's in charge, or whoever's about, is now going to know that we have captured her and dismantled the bomb.
Yeah, well, first things first, we get a message out to the wind calls. I obviously like the idea of working with them, but at least then we can keep an eye on this bomb.
Skullface,
Yeah?
give me an intelligence check, please.
Which check?
Intelligence. And I'd say advantage given your goblin nature. 14. As you say that, you think to yourself,
And a second.
well... Mm-hmm.
You say you were breaking up.
Okay. With a 14, you mention the windfall, and then you start to think, I mean, they are the people who are trying to burn down your pub. But, I mean, sure, it's fine. And then you think, well, this is a large explosive device that you would just be handing to them. But I'm sure it's fine. And then you think, Matthias knows about this, and I'm sure him having a large explosive device is going to be fine. You start to realize, no matter how you cut it, someone is going to have access to this device, and that concerns you.
Oh, God. Someone's going to have to stay here and keep an eye on this bomb. Until we get some word to Margot or something.
Would Courtesy be returning with her minions by now?
You have no idea where Miss Curtis is gone. And you think to yourself, she has been gone a while, and she was genuinely, from what little you understand of working with her, she did seem genuinely trying to help and looking to find someone. But she doesn't seem to be around anywhere.
I am very uncomfortable with the situation we are in right now.
I would say at about this point, you're going to start hearing who's got the highest perception?
Passive or?
Oh, yeah, passive perception between you and Graz.
I have 12, so me.
Okay.
I've got 14.
What's Graz's?
11.
Okay. I would say that both you and Graz, your ears sort of twitch a little as you start hearing noise coming from this direction.
Did you hear that? What?
Graz instantly heads over to this column and presses herself against it, longbow out.
Skullface in position here and has Letitia ready.
Okay. So, peeking out from this space here, you see a goblin man, fairly well dressed, looking a little bit suspiciously about the bodies around him. He's got a sword out. Let's give an investigation check, because now I've got to bring up a whole bunch of character sheets. One moment, please. Okay,
With a 19 perception, do I recognize him or how he's dressed?
I would say you... Let me bear with me a second.
Okay, I'll just do perception, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I would say that Jurnis, from your perspective, he looks He looks fairly well, just fairly similar actually to some of the goblins that you saw with Matthias. Skullface, yeah, you would actually recognize this guy. Where is Skullface? I'm so sorry, we've got so many tokens on the screen.
Skullface is here with Jurnis.
Oh, okay, there we go. Okay.
He's just like standing
let's
between my legs, peering around the corner.
Yeah. Let me just move Jurnis to the back a bit. There we go. Okay. Yeah. You would recognize this guy's name is Glitz. He is one of the enforcers for Matthias. And he is looking around the room a little shiftily. Reap, you need to be behind there. There we go.
Glitz.
Oh, Mr. Wex, hello. He steps forward and he gives a low whistle. As let me just, for the sake of no, there's no point. Okay. As several other goblins start to filter in behind him. Well, Mr. Wex, how do you do? You've been busy, I see.
I've been fine. Had a bit of a party here, as you can tell.
Yeah, we've been going from room to room, making sure that just doing a little investigation of our own. One of your little friends came to get us. The tall one.
Oh, Miss Kersey, yeah.
Yeah. And he starts stepping forward, and he just kind of like starts ignoring you and looks down at the bomb. And that's it, is it?
Yeah, pretty big, isn't it?
Well, thank you very much. Matthias is going to be very grateful about this. Not going to be a difficult thing to move it. But I'm sure we can take it from here. Thank you.
I feel it's only fair to warn you that the trigger mechanism is a little messed up, so moving it in its current state is probably very ill-advised.
Okay.
Skullface just smiles and climbs down the ladder.
Okay.
He's going to take a quick look inside the triggering mechanism, and he's going to try and disable it completely.
Ian, what are you doing? Give me. Are you trying to be stealthy about this?
Well,
I'd say he's going to. I'd say no. He's just going to try and BS his way out of it. I'm pretty sure none of you up there know how to deal with explosive devices like this.
yes, as I said, my friend, the trigger mechanism is in a bit of a hair trigger at the moment. Our friend Skullface is just making sure it doesn't blow up at the slightest butterfly fart.
Okay, I would say because you're both doing this, Jurnis, give me a deception check with advantage. Okay. Ooh, you lucky devil. He does look a little bit alarmed at this and steps back. No, careful, don't play around with it too much.
Skullface reaches in with his Tinker's tools, and he's able to find the part he wants to remove.
I would have you give me a... Let's see, for this, I would say, yeah, give me your Tinker's tools.
Okay, which attribute?
Dexterity. Yeah, it's a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and silently, this small, basically the arming device just drops out.
Okay, Skullface very carefully scoops into his pocket.
Okay, I would say with your intelligence check and everything, you do know that there's still a lot of explosive there that could be repurposed for other things, but the bomb itself, considering the fact that it's a custom-built design, you've taken out one of the most important parts, and they would need to spend a lot of time building something from scratch to replace it. But it's not impossible.
It's a better chance than just letting any old munchkin get hold of it. So
Exactly.
Skullface is happy.
You've done the best you can. Okay. Oh, hi, Speak.
Here we go.
There you
Should
are.
be
You
safe
made it
now.
safe, my friend.
Yeah, should be pretty safe.
Right. Well, that's appreciated. Okay. We've got your friend upstairs. Just making sure she's fine and all. If there's nothing else, we'll take these guys off your hands as well. The boss would
Cool.
like to have a few chats with them. So, guys, while this is going on,
Oh.
Ang.
Yes, Skullface at this point lifts a finger and goes, except for the gnome we need.
There's a gnome, and he's actually going to start looking over in this direction. So, guys, while this is going on, what are Glorth and Ang doing?
Glorth is on my shoulders,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting tall.
attempting to be a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him my flute to play with
Ah. So this
and
would
tinker with
be-
if he wants to. Can't do much, but then again, turned a Rubik's cube into a torch. So
So. no.
otherwise, I would just be like having the gnome kind of like by the scruff of her shirt or scruff of her neck, kind of holding on to her.
Okay. So right. I would say while this is going on, Dorrit and Reap are pressed up against here, trying not to get seen. Well, he looks. Yeah, I mean that's not a gnome, that's a Devillo. But yeah, sure, all right, whatever. He can't quite see Sadie from there.
Whatever she is, she's ours, and we're taking her in.
Oh, so you're actively pointing Sadie out?
Yes,
No,
the
the-
gnome on the tabaxi's shoulder. We would like to keep him.
Right, all right.
Look, we got one. You say, Skullface
kind of
kicks
start
this,
dragging her
kicks
away.
this dwarf. Skullface kicks this over. Look, it's you got this one, and any other dwarfs that are still here. Okay. Can't say fair on that, can I?
And just for the sake of argument, what exactly is so special about that one over there? I didn't realise the riders hired gnomes. I thought they were all dwarves and nothing.
Exactly. That's why we want information out of him. And Margot wants to speak to him personally.
Give me a persuasion with advantage, because you did mention Margot's name. She may not be with this cartel, but Matthias trusts her.
Okay, persuasion with advantage. Please
Yeah.
work.
Right, fair enough. He snaps his fingers, and these guys are going to step away from the entrance. Alright then, well, thank you, Wex, for your assistance. It's appreciated. You've done us a good turn. Next time you're in Grimscar, I'm sure the boss himself is going to want to thank you. Right now, he's got a few things to take care of, a big celebration coming up soon and all that. But no, you've done good, my friend. You've done very good for us. But In the meantime, off you pop. The gestures to the entrance. While this is going on, I would say, just for the fun of it, let's get a stealth check from you guys. Yeah. Okay. What's Jurnis's passive perception?
12.
Okay. Okay. You see, just out of the corner of your eye, between the columns, Reap and Dorrit headed down this side passage and disappear. That would have been awkward.
Just for safety's sake, she's gonna step over here and address the gnome, the goblin. Yes, well,
Yeah, Glitz.
yeah. Do send my regards on to your employer.
I will. Oh, you're the tiefling, right? Yeah, the red one, yeah. You was talking about you.
All bad things, I hope.
No, it seems quite taken with you. You seem to handle yourself well. I appreciate professionals who can get a job done. Well, as I've said to the rest of y'all, if you guys are ever in the need for real money, not the sort of rubbish you guys get in the wardens, you can always come down here. We don't discriminate, any race down here, my darling.
I'll keep that in mind.
I would say as well, as he's giving you a look over, there's a slight lecherous, vibe to him. It's just a bit, I was like, oh, hello, beautiful.
Jurnis knows, and Jurnis is playing along with us.
Yeah.
This is what
Anything to
Jurnis
keep him distracted.
does. Precisely.
Okay.
Giving him the stage smile. It's like, yes.
Okay.
Give him those bedroom eyes.
Not that far. Like the customer service smile where they've made a joke that's like 10,000 years old.
Yeah, we
Ticket
all
ring
know
up
that
must
smile.
be free.
We've all done that smile. So yeah. For the sake of bread and tea, you guys eventually, unless there's anything else you want to be doing as you guys are heading out.
Ticket, they're not gonna let us loot the dead dwarves at this point.
At this
Probably
point,
not.
I would say, just roll me a basic d20 to see if the DM is kind and merciful.
Specky decided.
Yeah, I'm afraid not.
Damn.
Yeah. But you guys are going to head. I have so many maps. Oh my gosh. Too many maps. Here we go.
That's good. I've got grown
Too
peanut
many
hats.
maps.
So, you guys.
God, that's
make
something
your
from
way-
last decade. Holy shit.
It's all from the last decade. Wow.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks.
Did you notice that guy was in Jumanji?
Which one?
You know the maniac killer in the Too Many Cooks sketch?
Mm-hmm.
He was in
Yeah, but which
Jumanji.
Jumanji?
The first one?
Yeah, he was the bread vendor.
Huh. The more you
Get work where you
know.
can.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
But yeah, back to
So it was just
the
a weird juxtaposition. When I noticed him, I just pulled me out of the film and I started singing Too Many Cooks under my breath. Anyway,
Fair enough.
moving on.
Yeah. So yeah, as you guys are politely but firmly escorted out of the building, you see one or two, basically just inside the hallway, right next to the entrance, is Miss Courtesy, looking a little concerned, sandwiched between two very large bugbears with very large weapons. Is everything all right? Sorry, they wouldn't let me down.
Yes,
I can't do her voice at all. I'm sorry. Is everything okay?
Yeah, just had to deal with a very, very large bomb.
A bomb?
Yeah, explodes, that sort of thing.
I, I'm, my dear sir, I'm aware of bombs. I understand what they are.
Courtesy.
How
I
big
was
was
pulling
it?
your head.
It was larger than me.
That's why.
It was cartoonishly big.
What's a cartoon?
You know those fun little drawings they do in market days during festivals? Kind of like those.
So, you guys are basically shepherded out of the building. The doors are closed shut once more, and any open spaces in the blinds or the boards are closed up. So, from this point, what do you guys wish to do? Incidentally, Dorrit and Reap are not with you. They went down the side passageway.
Oh, we should probably head back to the keep.
Yes, we've got prisoners to turn in.
Exactly.
Technically, you have just the one now.
Still gonna fetch a nice price.
Don't forget, Rook, it's your money.
We spent the night in the Grimscar, didn't we?
You did?
Yep.
Oh, the Sirens Charter are gonna be pissed at me.
You want official business for the city?
Well, let's hope they buy that.
I would say Jurnis wouldn't know this, but Skullface, you do know that the Sirens Charter like to throw their weight around a lot. But you are absolutely right. You guys are on official business for the city itself, and even though you're only wardens and not actual city guard or anything, that, as far as you're concerned, still trumps them and their over-bloated opinion of themselves.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Miss Springsinger. The Siren Charter are a bunch of smug little spell slingers who think they're all that, but we're working directly for the Plenum Council. We might not be official city guard, but we still outrank them.
Yeah, let's hope so.
If not,
For the record, by the way, the Plenum outranks them, but you don't. Just a clarification.
I know, but we've got Margos here, so
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, where are you guys heading? Are you heading straight back to the wall and the?
yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. As you guys head back through the town, which direction are you going in roughly? Are you trying to avoid Skinbreaker territory? You heading past the Silver Shield?
Yeah, we head to Silver Shield, and
Okay.
Skullface pops his head in just to tell his family where he's going.
Okay. Your mother, Margarine Stride, she steps out, looks over the group. She notices the gnome you've got tied up and gives a very cruel smirk. Do you tell her anything about what's going on?
Look, ma'am, bit of a problem in Wingcore territory. Matthias is handling it, and I've handled Matthias.
You've handled Matthias, have you? Interesting.
At this point, Skullface takes out the detonator and says, let's just say, if he's got plans for what's there, he's going to need one of these. And I doubt he's going to be able to recreate this one.
You see her. She just looks at that, and looks at you, and her face gives this sort of like slightly blank look, and it's that look you've seen a lot of times, and you're not sure whether you're about to get a hug or a slap in the face. And she just like takes your hand in hers and just gives you a look of pride. Now that's my boy. That is a clever, clever boy.
You know it, man.
Make your mum proud. Now go
Nothing
fuck off and
else.
get the rest of the family.
I didn't hear that then.
She basically said, "You have made me very, very proud," and then she gives you a slap and tells you to go get the rest of the family.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, man.
Well, get on then. Fuck off.
Okay.
I would say, given your experience with her, you know that was an affectionate fuck off. Okay.
Your family is very interesting.
That's why things are in grip with goblin families. Look, you'll get used to it.
Let's hope I live that long.
Yeah, don't worry. But if this woman's as valuable as she made out, you're gonna be a very rich man.
So, let's get her back.
I do at this point just point Ang directly in his stomach, essentially just goes, and you get the whole bounty for her. That's the way we do it.
Speaking
Oh,
of,
very well.
if we have to head through the outside area, wait, actually remind me. Whenever we first came here, did we have
Yes.
to exit the walls, or did we come from inside the walls?
You basically, the walls, they are massive. And at first, when you first came to the city, you thought to yourself, no way are those solid. Turns out they're hollow, and there are passageways and everything inside, but they are heavily monitored checkpoints with guards. But to get to the walls, you would need to go through, basically you would need to show identification and paperwork. The first time, there was a hobgoblin woman that you were following, and she had a letter for Margot. And I confess the DM forgot to mention this, but you basically do have, Skullface would have a letter of passage written by Margot. And just for the fun of it, I did actually roll on the random table to see if anybody notices you dragging this gnome through the town.
I
and
was
you
about
look at-
to say, should we maybe cover her up or something?
You are very
You just-
lucky in that nobody saw her, but sure.
That's what I was about to say.
Roll her in a carpet or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we can. So can we get through? So we can get through the wall.
Hi, Lucy.
Well, you have a letter that says you can.
Yeah. So we go in the lift.
Okay, well, as you head up towards the lift, there are two regular goblins there. One of them you remember from the previous day, looks over your eclectic group and, just basically just sort of like nods to himself. The other one does not recognize you and just like holds up, hey, what's going on? It's 5 gold.
Skullface just gives them the look and just goes, do you really want Margot to get annoyed?
The other guy just sort of like looks between the two of you and, he's just going to step back and let this play out. The second guard's just looking at you. Mate, everyone knows that name. Who do you think you are in just invoking it? Come on. It's 5 gold, I'll piss off.
Margot the piss off, eh? Skullface just takes off the mask and hat at this point. Because he knows his face is known.
Yeah.
Do you want to try that again, Sunshine?
I would say... Okay. This guy steps forward and just leans forward so his nose is almost tipped with yours. I said that's 5 gold to piss off. He has no idea who you are.
Skullface smirks and just instinctively pulls out the tissue, pushes it straight up and under his chin.
Okay, at that point, the other guy steps forward. Sorry, Mr. Wex. It's fine. Larry, come on. And he just takes him by the shoulder, and the second dude who is apparently called Larry, he's just like, you can't fucking do that. It's like, no, it's fucking working for Margot. Oh, why you just let that happen? Yeah, it's fine.
Larry is your name then. And this
Yeah, what
is
are you?
your
Thank you.
usual post.
Yeah, Larry, do you really want my mother to find out what you've been trying to do with me?
Wait, Margot doesn't have fucking kids, does she? And the other one's just sort of like just snickering to himself and is just like, no, but what Greenstraw does. That his face kind of Larry's face kind of drops there and says, right, well, I'm just going on break for a bit, excuse me. And he's just ow.
Bye, Larry.
And all this, Aang just has this like the biggest shit-eating grin on his face, just like,
Skullface just puts the mask and hat back on and goes,
Oh dear. Scully, have I ever told you I love your mother?
believe me, most people in this town do, unless they've annoyed her.
in that case, they learned to love her.
So, basically, chuckling as much as you guys are, the other guard just gives a very elaborate, over-the-top bow and gestures you all inside. You're carrying your weights.
Okay. I think we all just get on and go up.
Yeah.
I'm just
So,
going to savor this for a moment. This is something I've always wanted.
okay. The lift up is just as rickety as it was the last time. Still, the technical achievement of it is pretty amazing. As you head up the, let's see, where are my notes? It's basically the wall of this giant sinkhole. You see the goblin town beneath you, and as you start heading up all the ruins of this great barrier that has been made from the ruins of the previous wall, you see, slight bits of movement around like the mist-covered section to the north. But eventually, it's an unconventional view, but it's pretty striking. Again, I keep asking this because the DM has such a low short-term memory, but does anyone have like a passive perception of, say, 15?
No.
16.
Skullface has 16, I think. I'm just going to
Okay.
check on that.
Okay.
No, 14. 14.
Oh, just for the flavour, I would say you maybe saw some movement out the corner of your eye somewhere around here, but other than that, nothing.
That's the area
So-
where the dead are, right?
Give me a history check. No. That is those are the wilds. That is the area of the sinkhole that has never been able to be reclaimed. And the reason, this is from the little bits and pieces of story that you've been able to pick up over the past few days that you've been here. That is where things live that have crawled up from the Underdark. Basically, from what you remember, understanding the Veril Quarter and all the reason the Veril are even in the city to begin with, quite a lot of Underdark races were dispersed and displaced because of the sinkhole, and not all of them are as nice as the Veril. And there are apparently very bad things that live there.
Mod. My dad's brother got thrown in there. But to be honest, my uncle is completely fucking nuts, so
See, now I have a mental image of a gnome, of a try that again. I have a mental image of a goblin running around in nothing but a loincloth and a bone dagger going mad in there.
no, he'd still be wearing clothes if he survived, but yeah, you think me and my little sister learned everything from him, how to build stuff, so yeah, he might have lasted a while, but probably dead.
Yeah, I would say, given your being raised here and everything, they do have a death penalty in Grimscar, but 9 times out of 10 they don't bother executing you, they just throw you over the wall.
Yeah, basically, you commit something bad enough to get yourself executed, they just throw you in there. And my uncle wasn't exactly, as I said, he was nuts. Don't know exactly what he did, but he ended up in there.
I assume we were walking while we were having this conversation.
Yeah, I was going to say, you finally get to the top of the sinkhole. You faced with a fresh set of guards who give you a look over. They've not heard any kind of alarm from downstairs, so they let you pass. And again, as you get to various checkpoints, are you producing the letter for Margot at any
Yeah,
point?
Skullface is making sure to show off the documentation.
Yeah. Okay. Seffi always gets a letter. It's, But yeah, there we go. So eventually...
I don't. Hang on, let's go have a quick look and see. Oh no, K was, but Skullface is chaotic.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So...
We're all chaotic in our own way.
That is true. Okay, so you guys, basically, you're heading straight to the keep, yeah?
Yeah.
I just removed Skullface from the screen, damn it. Okay. So it takes, I would say, about an hour because you're walking around. It's about almost a mile around the side of the city, but eventually you find yourself back in the, the Black Keep, the various, the highly walled structure. And what is it that you
on our
are...
way out, we'll have to drop into the Mormere. I have something I need to let the professor in on.
For clarification, I'm actually going to add that to the sheet as well. It's the Tardy Tyro Tavern. Molmare is the district.
Oh, right, okay. Tardy Tyro.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
yeah. That's okay, that's okay. A lot of names. A lot of weird made-up names. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah, well, first we'll deposit this one with Margot, and then we'll head to the tavern.
Okay, so are you guys chatting? You're heading to Margot, is that correct?
Yeah. Skullface knows
Okay.
better than to just drop someone off randomly. He knows go straight for Margot.
Okay, that makes a difference. Okay. So, in that case...
Plus, he knows that Grey is probably someone who has influence, so yeah, go straight to the person he knows has influence.
That is a... I like the way you think. Okay. Alright then, so you basically...
Well, he's got 12 intelligence, 15 wisdom, so...
Yeah. No, that's fair. So, you guys open the door, you find yourselves at the waiting room for Margot's office. Hilda, the red-haired... she's a elf, isn't she? Yeah, this red-haired elf with pigtails, sort of like a Brunhilde type fashion sense. She is working at her desk. She looks up. You see a hobgoblin, actually the hobgoblin that helped direct you the first time round, and a bugbear just chilling on the bench, and at least one other goblin seems to be waiting.
Good afternoon, Hilda.
Afternoon, sir. Is the mask back on at this point?
Yeah, the mask's back on.
Good afternoon, Mr. Skullface. Would you like me to tell the boss that you would like to see her?
Yes, we went to went and saw Matthias, and we've got her a nice gift courtesy of the Renville Riders.
Oh, very good, very good. Okay, bear with me a moment, and apologies, the DM needs to remember to actually needs to actually give you the flipping gnome. Because,
Yeah, I was about
there we
to
go.
ask. Where's our little friend
Yeah.
in the carpet?
Yeah, so many characters, so many maps.
Feel
Ah,
my pain.
I feel your pain. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, and boop, she's right there. Okay, so you're all heading in. Let's see, plop her down there.
Oh, I've been hijacked.
Sorry. Okay then. So, after a moment, Hilda pops out. Gentlemen, would you mind closing the door? And
Okay.
Bugbear nods, steps forward, and is going to. Oh, pardon me, Yang. Just slide you there. Yeah, and these two gents are gonna hang around here on either side, and the door's gonna be so closed shut. And Hilda is going to nod to Skullface. Would you mind giving me a hand with this one?
Skullface nods and helps Hilda carry her in.
Okay. Let me just.
I swear to God, on my next level, I'm going to learn dancing lights so I can be like a laser pointer with Glorth.
Yes.
I was taking skill points for the next level.
I love it.
Bloth, why don't you see if you can turn that flute into something?
Okay.
So, between you and Hilda, you guys flop this little gnome onto one of the comfy leather chairs. And she's just going to nod, and she's just going to back out of the room. Oh, pardon me, ma'am.
Oh, sorry.
And she's just going to head over here. She's actually just going to glare at this one here. We're closed. And she's, this goblin's going to be like, right, okay. She's just going to scurry out. Fucking politicians. So, is there anyone else who's coming into the main office before Hilda shuts the door?
Angus.
Yeah. Okay. So, let me... yeah, we'll just say for the sake of argument that the door is closed. So Margot leans forward in the chair and inspects the unconscious gnome in front of her. Well, that is very, very interesting. Who is this charming creature that you've brought to see me?
She is Mr. Devane's wife, aka the leader of the Renville Riders.
There's this... It's all... You know what? The only way to describe this grin is Ez-like. This malicious, evil delight creeps across Margot's face. Oh,
Wee.
where
She was in Grimscar with a very, very large explosive device.
Really?
Yes. One Reap will be able to back me up on this one.
Oh yes, it
Reap,
could
half not.
easily fill half the room.
I'm so sorry. Bear with me one moment. Jurnis, what was that?
I was saying, Jurnis is saying, yeah, it could easily fill half this room. Just like, yeah, it was a big bomb.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah, there we go.
She and a bunch of riders were hiding out in Windcaller territory.
They were gonna. So what you're saying is that they were gonna blow off a device in Windfall territory.
Yeah.
No, that
Matthias-
wasn't the implication we were given. Remember, they said
What
they were going
was
to
that?
move it somewhere else.
I get the feeling they were trying to take out the whole Grimscar.
Wait,
So when you say big,
didn't they say they were going to attack a festival or something? In the town?
Yeah. Celebration Festival.
Oh, that would have been taking place in the Grimscar? Right, sorry. I thought they were going to move it up into the town. No, never mind.
no, it basically the bomb, what you saw, that would have taken out a mile radius, or like it would have taken out not about maybe it would have taken out a large chunk. In fact, let's just bring it over here again. One moment, because I actually calculated this. The device, it was kind of here out of the way, but it would have done enough damage to. It would have just missed the silver shield, but it would have been a 0.1 mile radius.
Oof.
It was a big bomb, and it would have caused damage. But more importantly, during a big celebration, would have definitely made an impact.
Oh God, no!
Skull-
no.
Skullface does shake his head a little as he goes, unfortunately, Matthias is now in possession of most of the explosive material. However, he takes out the detonation unit. The bomb is useless without this.
Margot will step over and she will pick up the triggering mechanism. I'm assuming you're not going to try and keep it from her.
No, Skullface
Okay.
knows better.
Yeah. She just takes it and she looks over it with a very keen eye. Interesting.
To be honest, Margot, I don't think I could have stopped Glitz or any of Matthias' boys trying to take that bomb.
No, you did right. You weren't. There was nothing you could do there, my friend. No. You've been a very smart boy, though.
Mum sends her regards.
Oh, good. No, she. Yeah, you actually notice she sort of like straightens up a little bit at that. It's like, oh really? Oh good. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad she's doing well. Is she doing well?
Usual wind caller attack, but we handled it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, runts. That's why I was a little bit disappointed they didn't get blown up in a way. But no, something that big. No. We don't need that sort of drama. No, you've done a very, very good thing, my friend. A very good thing.
He just points to me and says, do you want to say the bounty for her, whatever it is the rooks? He got her fair and square.
She looks over to Ang, and she's going to step around the chairs and step up to you. Is that true? She gives you a very shrewd look.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Good boy. Very good boy. Okay.
Just a bit of cuteness as she says that. Ang represses like a very quiet purr.
Okay. As you do that, you see her eyes sort of widen a little bit, and sort of like, oh, but she's like, no, I'm a scary woman. Stop it. And she's actually going to step over here, and she's going to rummage through her drawers for a little bit. No, not those kind of drawers.
Oh, you didn't even let me get my own Maya in there.
No, I didn't.
Toby, hey.
Hmm. Right. Well, I don't really have anything special right now. Was the outfit that I gave you any good, my dear?
It
She
was
points over to Jurnis.
immensely helpful.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. A little bit tapped out at the moment in terms of that, but in regards to this young lady, she steps forward and she hands it's a small metal chest. Oh dear. We'll get to you later, Glorth.
Oh no.
Creature, you are the gift that keeps on giving. But anyway,
I did tell him to see if he could make anything out of the flute.
he has.
Oh no.
Oh no, he
Oh.
whispered to you. God damn.
Yeah.
Oh god, he's made a thermonuclear device.
And unfortunately, Graz is a little bit distracted at the moment. So anyway, anywho, yeah. She is basically going to hand over a small, dull metal box. Just give you a little wink, and she's going to head back over to this young lady, and she's going to rub her chin thoughtfully. Are you checking what's in the box now?
Yeah, but first, as she hands it to her, Aang takes it in both hands and kind of gives her a bow as a thank you.
She gives you a little nod in return. Oh, very good boy, yes. You've got good company, Wex. Good company.
Point of clarification. Sorry for putting on here.
No problem.
This group that we did not know about, was it Davin? True identity before we went to the Grimscar?
No, Matthias told
Correct.
us.
Yeah, but Matthias told us.
Yeah.
So we
You
haven't
did not know
told
before.
Margot about that.
You have not.
Okay. Is that something you would like to tell her?
I would say so.
Yeah. But there's another little point of interesting information we found. Apparently, Darwin doesn't exist.
Oh, you didn't know. Yes, your friend, what's her name, Courtesy? Yeah. The other day, her and a few friends of hers were having a chat with a few people, some more of the riders, and yeah, it seems, according to that. Bear with me a second. The DM is actually mentally recalculating something in his head. Damn it, I would need Curtis, I would need Lizzie for this, because now I can't remember what Margot does know and what Matthias knows. Matthias knows.
I believe that they did tell Margot everything.
Right.
Because I think I kind of insist on it.
Yes, yes, you did. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah. There we go. Ah, yes. I've heard about that. Don't you worry. I've had a little chat with our friend the Watchmaster, and apparently he's having a meeting with, she does quotation marks, Lord Grey, in a little while. So, that's going to be interesting.
Margot, I hope you don't mind me prying, but it wasn't that crazy werewolf elf, was it?
She just narrows her eyes at you. This metagaming boy.
Let's just say Icade has a reputation amongst the wardens.
Yeah.
Is the gnome conscious or is she still out cold?
She is... Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing. Surely she would have regained consciousness by now.
Okay. I would say you notice her breathing is very regular. She is slumped. She doesn't have any weapons or anything, but the moment you said she was bound, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, I tied her up.
Yeah. Yeah, she's awake.
Jurnis is gonna like
Pretending not to be.
lean on the back of the chair. Well, if that's the case, she's just gonna like flick her eyes from the gnome up to Margot, just implying that yeah, she's totally awake. How long until you think he tries to pin everything on this one? She can like arch her eyebrow to get Margot to play along.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, I see what you're saying, my dear. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't. I mean, regardless, I think both of them are going to be executed, no problem. But at least we're going to get to play around with this one a bit first, have some fun. I mean, the best part is nobody knows she's here. At that point, she's actually going to go, all right, okay, sure, that's fine. Hi, everybody. She just like looks wearily at Margot. Let's talk a deal.
Well,
Margot just sort of like, just chills back in the chair, puts her feet up. By all means, love. The gnome basically just like glares around everybody, just notices that Jurnis is basically, I'm assuming Jurnis's hands are on the chair.
yeah, basically, you know that thing where she like crosses her arms on the back of the chair and like leans down.
Mm-hmm,
So she's like practically hovering over the top of her. Jurnis is trying to keep an eye on her hands, basically.
Okay. Fine.
May or may
Well,
not be trying to look intimidating.
yeah. Well, I guess since introductions are in order, you can call me Sadie Gray. And yes, me and Victor are married. Not the best husband I've had, but he's been one of the more interesting ones. He's had this bee in his bonnet for about a few years now about getting onto the council, and thought it'd be a good idea to make use of the riders. I was personally against the whole thing, but men, what can you do, right? Just give me a
How-
basic insight check.
How about not planting a bomb under a populated area? That usually seems to be the good way of doing it.
Seemed like a good idea at the time. I mean, you found the bomb. I mean, we were thinking maybe it gets discovered and we're able to blame the riders. But, we wouldn't have actually let it go off. That would have been a bit too messy. With the, I would say, yeah, she is rolling really low on her deception. No, she is more than happy to just nuke all of Grimscar.
After all, that is why you put an on-off switch on it, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, exactly. You just let people know, oh, you just press this button and everything's fine. Margot's just like leaning on the chair, and you just see like she's calmly just reaching into a sleeve, and there's like a stiletto dagger, and she's just using it to clean her nails while this is going on.
So
Now
basically,
you see, the problem is Margot has a very nice office here, and it seems to be filling up with the stench of utter bullshit.
oh no, Miss Springsteen. I mean, after all, no one would be stupid enough to put an on-off switch on a bomb if they weren't planning to betray the riders, were they?
Well, I mean,
That is what you're implying, isn't it? You're going to betray the riders.
Yeah, I mean, we don't believe in any of their bullshit. They're just a tool. I mean, why is that?
Of course, it'd be unfortunate if the riders were to find out their precious leader and his missus were going to sell them out.
I think you'll find most of the riders are wiped out now. Pretty much everybody who was left was down there. And, yeah, you've done a good job of getting rid of them. So, congratulations, the city owes you the debt of thanks.
Except you're still
Ooh.
an accessory.
Now, here's the thing, though. That wasn't all of them, and we do know the riders like to hold a grudge. And one of them managed to slip through our fingers after he witnessed you sell them out.
Well, I can take care of myself. Thank you very much for your concern.
Jurnis is just going to smile. I'm sure you can.
Right, so she's going to look around the room a bit and think to herself, look, what is it that you want? And she's just addressing Margot. She's ignoring you three. What do you want? I can tell you, you're already going to grab Victor and his brother. So, what can I get for you? What is it that you would want? Margot's just like staring her down. I mean, if we're already getting Victor, and apparently he has a brother, that's nice. Then you don't really have anything we do want. Starts to look a little bit panicked. No you don't. 'Cause I can tell you where he got the bomb from.
Well, that would be handy information, now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, now look, I'm not expecting to go free or anything. I get it. But let's just say I get somewhere peaceful, out of the way, where I'm not going to get shanked. And I will give you every bit of information about the people who have been funding Victor, and where he's been getting his materials from. Do we have a deal? Margot looks to you.
Which you...
Gives you a shrug.
Yeah, which you are you referring to?
Oh, I apologize. Basically, the group. And she's just saying,
Okay.
do we care, or...
So Skullface nods.
It would be nice information.
Okay. Well, she's your bounty, my friend. You get the final say. She looks over to Ang. Gives you a little scritch under the chin. She likes cats.
He suppresses another soft purr. Like, well, I mean, she does have information. I don't know, maybe a murderer can be useful in some aspects.
Well,
Okay.
we do know she directly murdered 2 people.
And who are these, if you don't mind my asking?
A dwarven recruit from the riders who got cold feet, and the missing cleric of Imalta, Dorit.
Who,
No.
due to her new status, I believe Warden Reap will be able to fill you on this, can in fact testify to her murder.
Margot's eyes kind of widen a bit at that. Wait. Hang on. Are you telling me that Dorit's an undead.
Thanks to our friend here, yeah.
Oh, shit.
And
Margot just chuckles.
Did tell us she overheard some very nice tidbits.
Okay. Sadie looks at a guy. Oh my gosh. I have 3 huskies in here. There need to be 0. This is a 0 husky zone.
They demand pets. Give them pets.
Pet the huskies. Pet the huskies now, pet the cats.
Okay, yes, I am petting them. I'm petting them while they're trying to eat each other. There we go. Okay. For the sake of bread and tea, I just love saying that. Sadie basically just like, what? Just all right. Just don't kill me. All right, fine. We can work this out. And she basically, in a low voice, says, "It was they got it from the Fabriders."
Are you fucking kidding me?
Do I look like I'm fucking kidding you?
Right.
Margot's eyes just narrow at that, and she just holds up a finger to X. And she's like, "Carry on." Yeah, apparently they approached him a little while ago, talking about funding his extracurricular activities. He used to work with their family a few years ago, or at least his dad did. And
I want every single bit of fucking information you have.
She looks a little surprised at you. She's like, "You right?"
Skullface actually pulls out the tissue at this point, just jams it against the side of her head.
Okay. Margot now just stands up and she's like, "Wex, you will put that down and you will step away. It is being handled."
Skullface just, his hand's shaking, he just lowers the tissue and holsters her.
Very good, thank you. Don't you worry. Now, my dear, you are going to tell us everything that you know about the Fabrider family and what they have been doing. And we will pick up that next week, I think. Incidentally, yeah, I apologize because, like I say, it's getting close to doggy time, and I just need to. I've got a few things I need to set up.
Yeah.
But yes, 2 things. How loud was Skullface?
Not very loud, he was sort of, when you're in that angry point where you're that angry, you're not even shouting, you're just barely whispering.
Okay. I would just say, while this is going on, Glorth, would you like to explain to the other kids what you have been working on?
Well, it's let's put it this way. I'm going to do a full disclosure on. I had 3 options, and I was going to roll a d20 to define what it would be. And I rolled a natural 1, and I don't know what to do with that.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you were actually working on working with the flutes. You wanted to try. Some of the options were multi-tone dog whistle, a blowgun with a pneumatic charge, and a gas-powered shuriken. So I would say, with a nat 1, roll me and it was a 62 severity. You basically, while this is going on in the main office, Hilda's just working on her desk. The two, Graz is kind of absent-mindedly just chilling. Courtesy looks very thoughtful and concerned. I think we now know why. And Suddenly, there's this high-pitched whistle as roll me a D. Basically, give me a ranged attack. Gloth.
Ranged.
Yes.
Okay.
Kraz has a new piercing.
What do I roll for a ranged attack with vanilla again?
D20 with your dex, I believe.
Okay, thanks. That's the modifier, right?
Yeah.
That's +2. It's an 8.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, there's a little bit of air. Graz's hair moves slightly, as in basically a shard of a jagged shard shoots out from the flute. Just narrowly misses her ear and embeds into the potato that was on Hilda's desk. Both Graz and Hilda just saw like, what the fucking...
Right. Oh, explosives still on my fingers. Didn't think of that.
Graz
see,
just saw... Go on.
Because you see, when I went into the bomb, I went all the way inside of it. All the way inside, it was all this explosive stuff, and they used too much, said Peter. It was all wet. It probably wouldn't have worked very well, but it was on my fist now, so it was a little bit drier. So I kind of got into my mechanism, and now it blew up.
As halfway through this discussion, Graz just reaches forward and rips the flute out of your hand and just puts it in a pocket. It just glares daggers at you. Can you give me an insight check, please?
Just back in a second.
Yeah,
Who
no
did you
worries,
get
no
the
worries.
insight check from?
From Gloth.
Oh.
Yeah, this is happening concurrently with the interrogation scene.
That's an 18.
And 19. Yeah, I'd say that you've been around Graz a while to know. She seems very distracted and upset, and she does not seem happy. You
Oh,
know,
do you want to finish that? Maybe you do a better job. I'll stop at yours now.
whatever. She just seems very moody, and she just just goes back to staring at the door where Jurnis is. I think Miss Courtesy, she's just going to step forward, and she's going to lean over to Gloth, and she's going to say, I think she's just a little bit on edge. If it's possible, could you not destroy, or could you not tinker around too much?
But I get bored. When I get bored, I start talking a little bit. I start talking a lot. People tell me to shut up because you see, when I start talking, I don't really like to stop talking because once I've already started, there are more words that are coming out into my mind, and when they come in.
Yeah, she sort of starts panicking a little bit. She's like, okay, that is not a problem. That is not a problem. Okay. How about this? And it's like over the next few minutes or so, you know how. Kids, they do they fold a sheet of paper into different squares and everything, and they do the little puzzle thing. Yeah, for the next 10-15 minutes, Courtesy is going to try and teach Gloth how to do something like that, little paper crafts and everything, just to try and keep him entertained. So, with that. As I say, we are out of time because I have a few things I need to take care of. So, we are going to wind things down with our usual questions. What would you say play of the game was?
Probably the collective disarming of the bomb between Skullface and Glorth.
That
Gloth
was
did a great
pretty
job
good.
making it worse.
Yeah, you did. Yes, actually, yes, you really, really did, didn't you, Gloth, sweetie?
Yep.
Yeah, I would say Glorth gets the fumble of the game, but Skullface would get the play of the game. Okay, so other question: theories, opinions, ideas, revelations.
Well, Skullface is just about ready to go on the warpath at this point.
Why would that be?
All I know is he's going to go get his little girl as soon as possible.
You just might do that. Yes.
And now that family's been incriminated, he might be able to do it legally.
Oh, he's half tempted to just go and get everyone he can to come with him.
Oh, that. Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
but if you do it legally, then you're just going to get into more issues.
Any other theories? Any other observations? The whole thing with Dorrit.
I was legit upset when I thought she died because we waited.
No, I was just being cruel at that point. No. In the book, Dorrit is basically murdered and disappeared, and that's why she's, she's gone missing. However, as I was working on setting up for this game, I started to realize that this would actually tie in very well with some of the other content and some of the other things. So Dorrit just seemed like there was a potential for that character. So yeah, Dorrit is undead.
I just love the idea. I also love the idea that she'll be able to testify in her own murder trial.
Yes, exactly.
That has legit happened in real life too, by the way.
Oh yeah, I've heard stuff like that. Yeah.
Basically, someone got fatally poisoned with radiation. She basically testified at her own murder trial and then died 2 days later.
No. But yeah. Yeah.
Before we go, I did look in the chest while the others were talking.
I would say that while that was going on, Ang, you can add several pieces of platinum. I can't do the math, but actually, no, it's electrum. I apologize. Electrum pieces. So you have 1,000 gold pieces worth of electrum.
So 2,000 electrum pieces?
Let's put I'll just put down a...
Yeah, the equivalent of 1,000 gold. So yeah, Margot's very pleased.
Electrum is like half a gold piece, so it's like 2,000 electrum pieces.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry. Well, what's the most valuable piece then? I think in platinum.
Yeah, it's 10 gold to a platinum. So.
Okay, so it's platinum instead.
So it'll be 100 platinum.
Yeah.
So I'll add 100 platinum instead.
And Skullface insists that it's all Ang's.
Yeah.
You best believe though he's buying you a drink.
Just the one though.
Well, that's the rule. That's the rule. That's the rule when you get your first major bounty. You crew a drink.
Well, yeah, I'm really looking forward to starting to seed in some of the weirder stuff with the city. Again, the undead are very important in the city, as we'll find out during the celebration in 2 days' time.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting what happens between Skullface and Miss Courtesy.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, so I would say that I had planned for when Lizzie saw the bomb, I'd basically whisper saying, "Oh yeah, you've seen that before." Yeah, so she would instantly know that it was the family that she works for who built it. It's one of theirs. Key emphasis on one. Well, anyway.
I'm wondering if I should keep trying to dodge the siren charter or if I should bite the bullet and go talk to them after I talk to the professor.
Yeah, there's a lot of conversations to be had, a lot of interested parties. So, but yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for now. Oh my gosh, I only just saw what the Cork posted in the player chat. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's actually pretty close. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm just catching up on all the shit posting and everything. Oh my Gideon. Mwah, I love it.
Want to see me run to that mountain and back? Let me do it again.
But yes, going down the list, that is going to be a good night from Creature.
Careful with explosives, everyone. They're very trouble as you may think.
They're also very sharp, as you learned.
Yeah, occasionally.
A good night from Icy.
Good night, everyone.
A good night from Jurnis.
Ang, I'm sorry. I'll use his money to buy you a new flute. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. And can buy 1,000 flutes now. Oh, yeah. And a good night from Seffi.
Daddy's coming.
Oh dear.
Shit.
Oh, behave.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's a lot of out of
Yeah.
context.
Context matters. Context
I would
matters.
say, given the voice, it's very much it's discipline time.
Again.
I,
Context
you know what I mean.
Yes.
Do we though?
We do. That's the problem. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself, and we will see you next week for more mayhem and murder.
Mm-hmm.
Murder.
Murder
Bye.
must follow. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.